ESPN welcomes you to a special presentation of the United Football League.
Man, we got to dominate today, man. Dominate today. Dominate today. At the end of the day, man, no regrets. No regrets. The terror must be maintained, or the empire is doomed. Let's have fun, man. Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Hey, let's go get it.
Hey, Shannon Harris knows what's on the line today in UFL territory. We're talking the hub city of Arlington, Texas. It's first place in the XFL Conference. DC taking on Arlington Renegades, led by the pride of Texas A&M Commerce. Former D2 Player of the Year that's got the nickname, the Spring King, Luis Perez. Taking on the former Ole Miss superstar, Jordan Ta'amu, running the show for the DC Defenders. First place on the line. Both teams enter 3-1, and the leaders of the XFL Conference, top 2 teams from each conference, advance to the playoffs at the end of this 10-week sprint. So let's do it. Welcome to the hub city of Arlington, Texas. Lowell Glendo here with Kirk Morrison, yes, Eric Backlane, and Aaron Murray will be joining us from the field. This is the best rivalry right now in the UFL because of the quarterbacks. And this actually goes back to the 2023 XFL Championship game. Ta'amu for DC enters as the league's offensive MVP. However, Perez outperforms him in that title game. He's the MVP. The Renegades win the championship, and they're back, both for another round.
Yeah, it's a rarity today in football in general, whether it's the NFL, whether it's college, high school, to have a third-year starter. We're going to have that for both teams. You mentioned it, Perez, but Ta'amu. Jordan Ta'amu on the opposite side is all about his legs. We're going to get a chance to watch him as he is the key to this offense for the DC Defenders. When Jordan is calm in the pocket, when those feet are planted, he's an amazing thrower. But it's what he does when he takes off and goes. To me, he is an extension of the run game, but he has to know when that journey's over. Get out of bounds, protect yourself. When he does that, this offense, they're always clicking, and it's because of Jordan Ta'amu, number 10.
Well, let's send it down to the field. Here is Eric with the quarterback of DC.
Yeah, appreciate you, fellas. Jordan, this is obviously a high-stakes game. Yeah. 2 of the best teams in the entire UFL. What do you need to see from your guys today?
Hey, we just got to go out there, play fast, execute, and limit our mistakes.
Your legs were such a big piece of the equation last week. Yes. We knew that you had that in you. Can we expect that more today?
Yes, I'm going to use my legs if I have to. And then we just got to trust my arm, trust our receivers, and our O-line does a great job. So ready to go out there and have fun.
Appreciate you. Good luck today. Let's head over to Aaron, who maybe just came from Aggie Yell practice. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, I'm over here with the Spring King, Luis Perez, right now, and the accuracy's been off the charts to start the season. Talking with the coaching staff, they want to air it out a little bit in this game. How do you balance taking shots with completions?
Yeah, you know, they can't be everywhere on defense, right? So you got to take your chances when it's there, and when it's not, check it down and continue to play our game.
You do a great job spreading the wealth, but I love your tight end, Sal. What do you like about his game, and how can you utilize him this afternoon?
He has every single trait you want in a tight end. He can block, he can catch, he can run routes. He has it all, full package. I'm very comfortable with him, and expect him to have a big game.
All right, that's a Spring King right there. Back up to the booth.
Well, we love the UFL because you can pretty much bet on everything. Yeah. I'm not sure if there was a sideline reporter prop. Does Aaron Murray wear a bolo tie? But I'm taking yes next time we see him. For more on the real lines, let's bring in Aaron Dolan, our betting analyst. What can you tell us about what we're tracking with the 2 quarterbacks in this game?
Well, on ESPN Bet right now, Luis Perez is the most bet-on player prop for him to go over his passing yards prop of 158.5, and he's done so in 3 of the 4 games that he has started this season. Now, as for this total, sitting at 39.5, keep in mind the overs are continuing to cash. They've cashed in 7 of the last 9 games. And as for the spread, right now, Arlington is laying 1.5 at home. And what's interesting here is 80% of the money is coming in on them, but yet for the DC Defenders, we're seeing 63% of the tickets. So public kind of split right there on the spread. But I will say, guys, it's going to be interesting to watch these quarterbacks, and more specifically Perez, if he's able to go over his passing yards prop.
Aaron, thank you so much. I mean, initially, that total for Ta'amu seems high.
Yes.
He is coming off a 300-yard passing game, though.
Yeah, and look, we've got experience at both quarterback spots. So to me, they're going to find out what the defense is going to give them. But I like Ta'amu with the over today. Last week, he rushed for 74 yards. This week, only 26.5. I'm pounding the over, Lowell.
I'm thinking
that.
he's going over, but he's getting those yards with Chris Rowland. Now the go-to receiver with no Ty Scott. Give me the over at 43.5 receiving yards. And the UFL home team gets to decide, do they want to kick or receive? The Renegades at home here in Choctaw Stadium. They want to give the football up to that man, Chris Rowland. He has developed into a standout receiver for DC, but this is what he does the best. Return specialist. Got to get it inside the 20 to avoid a major penalty. And this will roll into the end zone. And so DC will be backed up. For Jordan Ta'amu, you'll remember him. His last season in SEC play was 2018 for the Ole Miss Rebels under Matt Luke. It's a team that went 5-7, but man, they were loaded. Moore and Knox in the NFL. Ta'amu, a star right here in the United Football League. A.J. Brown, DJ Metcalf, I think that says enough. And Sanders is one of his go-to guys now with the DC Defenders.
You feel like it was just yesterday seeing that, right? I mean, these guys were all together. Ta'amu lighting the SEC up. And look, I can't wait to see what he brings today, because last week, their first loss, can they rebound after starting the season 3-0?
Abram Smith, his running back, lined up to his right. Rowland in motion. Ta'amu will throw. They like to take deep shots. They're looking for the one-hander is Briley Moore out of Kansas State. Fred Keiss is the offensive coordinator for the DC Defenders. He's been in Ta'amu's ear now for 3 years.
Yeah, this is just a tremendous job by Stephen Jones. He's beat, and he does not look back for the football. He stays and plays the hands of the receiver, and that's a nice job knocking that ball away.
Ready. Take go.
2nd and 10. And that is Abram Smith. He was a leading rusher in the XFL 2 years ago, preseason camp before last season. Tore his ACL. It's been a slow go getting him back.
Well, it's our first 3rd down of the day, Lowell. And we got to see, does DC, how do they handle the pressure from Arlington? Or will they see a little bit of zone? Will be the first question of this 3rd down.
You got to be ready for quarterback run. Telling the defensive coordinator, all eyes on quarterback, especially that 2nd and 3rd level.
33 in blue on the edge, the bottom of the screen, former 1st-round pick, Taco Charlton out of Michigan. Ta'amu to throw, looking to the right side, one-on-one, caught but out of bounds as he was looking for his former Ole Miss teammate, Braylon Sanders.
It's a nice job there by Jamar Summers, just playing to the outside, used the 12th defender, which was the sideline, and there's just no room for Ta'amu to get that ball in there. And I think that's what he's probably going to tell the receivers, give me a little more. I need a little more space, right, Aaron Murray? When you get off that red line as a receiver, there's nowhere to go for the quarterback.
Oh, you got to fight to get back on that red line, about 5 yards away from the sideline to give your quarterback some room.
Here is Jayden Price out of North Dakota State, dancing and reversing fields and fighting to make it to the 35-yard line to set up the Spring King, Luis Perez. What a story to become a star now in the United Football League. Texas A&M Commerce led them to a D2 national championship, was a National Player of the Year, and these are all the spots in spring football. He was with the Vegas Vipers 2023. Bob Stoops engineered the trade to get him to the Renegades, and they won that 2023 title. They are connected at the hip now.
How many jerseys do you think he owns in his home, right? You know, like all the jerseys that he's worn, that's like a big memorabilia room. So getting all those things framed, he's probably got about 25 of those.
Caleb Balaj out of Arizona State, his running back. Perez to throw on 1st down, looking down the middle of the field. One hand is all I need. Deontay Burnett, the man of Troy, to the house. '63-yard touchdown for Deontay Burnett, the man with the 2nd most catches in Rose Bowl history. I'm not sure any were that sweet in Pasadena.
What a play, but look, it all starts with the block. Watch Garrett McGinn, he's gonna pull over. Watch once he pulls, he gets the block. That allows Luis Perez to get out of the pocket. He throws the ball up, but when you have confidence in your wide receivers, you allow them to just go make a play. Deontay Burnett, you said it. I don't need 2, I can use 1. One hand grabs it, and it's a race to the end zone. Burnett for a touchdown.
PAT attempt brought to you by Ortho Home Defense, and there it is on the button to Javante Payton, the Tennessee Volunteer, is good for 2. And big game Bob Stoops living up to that nickname. 8-0, his Renegades in charge.
Oh, that was quick, right? We barely had a chance to catch our breath, and we've already seen, what, a couple of guys already making plays. Payton with the 2-point conversion, but it was Deontay Burnett. One hand is all I need. Race it to the end zone. Time to squabble up, Renegades.
Arlington Renegades offensive coordinator Chuck Long promised us that the Renegades would take more downfield shots this week. Of that shot, Deontay Burnett, 63-yard touchdown, longest pass play of the year for Arlington. And oh my goodness, Aaron Murray, you are now the Spring King with a hat like that.
I am with the Spring King that we just talked about taking shots. You're on the iPad right now. What'd you see on that first play?
Man, trusting the guys. The guys made a play. That's all it is. That's a phenomenal catch. I can't take any credit for that. That's a one-handed snag. I mean, that's unbelievable.
I like the mobility, though.
Oh, yeah. It's coming along. It's coming along.
You're getting faster. I saw that. And we saw this, too. I need an autograph right now waiting for the first touchdown. Can you sign?
Let's go.
Can we sign the book, please?
Yep.
2 A's. A-A-R-O-N. The Bolo Man. Back to you guys in the booth.
There we go.
New York Times bestseller right there. Luis Perez.
King.
I've never been more jealous in my entire life.
And the foreword written by his head coach, Bob Stoops. Not a bad combo.
There you go, the Spring King. Amazon.
There it is. The Spring King by Luis Perez. I love that. You know, because, look, we're coming off of the NFL draft weekend. And a lot of dreams are starting for a lot of young men. And here's a guy who hasn't really played in the NFL, Luis Perez, but still keeping his dream alive of playing football here in the spring.
To Amu coming back for DC after the 3 and outs. And a quick toss and connection on the sideline to Jadon Mickens.
Here we go. Mick, Queen.
Third leading receiver in UW history.
Yeah.
23. Stick. Hey, Queen. Hey, right. Queen. Q quick.
I love to get the ball to
23,
Jadon Mickens. That's something I wanted to see
23.
early on. He's only had a couple of catches so far this season. Getting him going early is something I like for this offense.
They lost Ty Scott for the season with the broken arm, and here is the Duke Blue Devil Deion Jackson on the ground. Fred Keiss calling the plays in the headset of Jordan Ta'amu.
Red right.
Here we go.
Philly red. Q
Philly red.
Cleveland. Q Cleveland.
Q Cleveland. Philly red.
You see
Cleveland.
calling everything at the line of scrimmage. No huddle.
Philly red. Ready. Let's go.
Ta'amu taking another shot, complete to Mickens. Back-to-back pickups for Jadon Mickens. LA, 38 games in his NFL career.
I just love this block. Watch Deion Jackson right here. Help out your quarterback. This is what you do. You go and put your face in there. Your quarterback's able to stare down and make the throws because the running back, Deion Jackson, gets in there, put his face in on a nice block.
Jackson with a good burst up the middle, but absolutely popped the Arlington defense with Miles Horn. Ready to pop the pads.
Oh, man, he's coming downhill. Miles Dorn, the former North Carolina Tar Heel. Go ahead, take a listen to this. Number 46 coming downhill.
Ooh.
Here we go.
208 special team snaps in the NFL. Never took one defensively. Looking for that shot to Amu. Roland bobbled it, but got it.
Here we go.
The former standout from Tennessee State with the pickup.
You know, we talked about it before the game. These throws from that left hash or the opposite hash throw. That was one, Aaron, that we just saw from Jordan Ta'amu where it's thrown on time and he's able to get the ball there.
Well, he also has to throw it to the sideline. A lot of those out-breaking routes, whether from the slot receiver, from the outside receiver, had to be on time and outside. That was nice accuracy right there from the quarterback.
Ready? To go. Hey, ready? To go.
Ta'amu on 3rd and 4, looking right side, broken up. There is a flag down. That was Jaden Price out of North Dakota State in coverage on Braylon Sanders.
Yeah, that was the quick throw right there. Price knew it, but I think he got there just a tad bit early.
Pass interference.
defense, number 28. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Initially, it looked like he got the left hand in there to knock the ball away, but I think it was the right arm that restricted the receiver and did not allow him to have the attempt to make the catch.
You'll see the red dash below the timeouts for DC and Arlington. That's the super challenge. Each team has up to 2. You get the second if you're successful on the first challenge, but you need a timeout to use any of those challenges, and you can review everything. Penalty like that, if you thought it shouldn't have been called, throw the flag, and Dean Blandino will take a look. Ta'amu letting it fly one-on-one. Sideline adjustment. Mickens could not make it in time. And that is Ajay Harris, the man that had the play of the game last week with that 100-plus yard pick six.
Yeah, and he's mic'd up today. So he said he's ready to put on the show. Last week was the 102 for a touchdown at the end of the game, but he's had a great start to this UFL season. Tied for the lead in interceptions and also pass breakups. Keep an eye on him all game long. Number 5 is Ajay Harris.
Out of USC, that was a 4th and goal situation at the 3-yard line, nursing a 7-point lead.
Push!
Ta'amu will run, pop pass complete. And that's to Cornell Powell, 2 national titles at Clemson, and then won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs in 2022.
Spread right, let's go. We stay 11, spread right, 16 kick, read. 16 kick, read.
Interesting call here, 16 kick. To me, it always seems like it's a read, so the read option comes into play here for the quarterback, being able to take off and run if it's there.
Ready, go.
3rd and 4. And Ta'amu ran into traffic, his own man, but there was a push up front from Chris Odom, who started the win last week with the scoop and score. They got playmakers all over this defense.
Well, because you got to do your job. When you do your job, great things happen. Watch Odom. He doesn't get full. He attacks the quarterback. When you attack the quarterback, you make him have to make a decision. So he goes right for the quarterback. And Ta'amu's kind of in no man's land. Do I pitch? Do I keep? Odom doing his job gets a tackle for loss.
Odom was the 2022 USFL Defensive Player of the Year. He then got a shot with the Browns in preseason camp and tore his ACL. 58-yard attempt is up, and it's off the crossbar. No good, off the boot from Matt McCrane. So DC will remain scoreless. Matt McCrane, the former Kansas State standout. Played 5 games in the NFL back in 2018. Cannot connect here to get DC on the board. The UFL is brought to you by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at progressive.com. When it's a UFL game in Arlington, it's essentially a home game for both sides.
Right.
This is the hub, the new headquarters of the UFL right here in Arlington, Texas. Not a long trip from home for Jordan Ta'amu. See what he did last week against San Antonio. 300-yard game. He's off to a 4-for-7 start, 29 yards through 2 drives.
Yeah, so a little bit of, you've seen where he's trying to get the football. He's throwing to the outside, the timing routes, but he's been off on those deep throws on the outside. I think his receivers can help him out a little bit more, give him a little more space.
He needs a one-handed catch like Deontay Burnett did for Luis Perez. Second drive for the Renegades. Sal Cannella go to tight end in motion. Nice snap. Here is Balaj. Nothing happening on the left side. Chuck Long, first round pick back in 1986, calling the plays for the Renegades.
351, ex-Leo Hitchers. 8 Dixie left, 351, ex-Leo Hitchers.
Hey, 8 Dixie left, 351.
Trying to get back on track. You got a negative run. Got a, not a lot of yards on first down. I like the hitches. Try to make the defense have to come up and make a tackle with the hitch routes on the outside.
See if these hitch routes convert though versus press coverage.
Perez quick strike and complete to Seth Green. Aaron, how much control and freedom will Perez have at the line?
Well, he owns the entire playbook. That's the beauty you guys talked about at the beginning of the show of he knows the ins and outs. He can get them in the right position, the receivers, the offensive line. I just can't wait till they do a 2-minute drive because he calls every play during the 2 minutes.
#1 completion percentage in the UFL, led in that category last season. Open man is caught. Isaiah Winstead, man that had 88 catches for more than 1,000 yards in his last season at East Carolina in 2022.
It's all about communication, and if you miss at the line of scrimmage, this is what happens. You miss the jam on Winstead, and now he's wide open for the out-breaking route. And if there's anybody who's going to see that, it's the quarterback, Luis Perez. He knows as soon as the snap comes, where the defense goes, he knows where he's going with the football. That's a nice job there by Winstead, adjusting and getting the first down.
Here it's Balaj looking for some daylight up the middle. Before there was Cam Scadaboo going in the 4th round out of Arizona State. There was Balaj doing just that back in 2018.
Hey, Kurt, go back to that previous play. You're going to see a lot of bunches, stacks against this man-to-man defense and trying to create that confusion and try to win at the line of scrimmage as well.
Perez handles the snap, gets it to Cannella, and Cannella spins, putting his man in the cycle and takes it to the 25-yard line. Now a catch in 19 straight for the former Auburn Tiger.
Yeah, but I love this play, but the play before, and I've been seeing the complex running game of Arlington. I call this the end around. Watch the running back. The running back goes around the quarterback and then comes back and goes back downhill. They have so many different types of exotic runs, from Y off, Y return, tackle over. Some of the exotic runs that Arlington makes the defense have to know where everyone's at, gap assignment.
Big 3rd and 6 for Perez. Pressure off the edge to Balaj, out of the backfield to the 20-yard line. Balaj is a big-time receiver out of the backfield, especially in his last 2 seasons for the Sun Devils.
Emac, how is it blocking for a guy like Luis Perez, knowing that he knows where he's going to go with the football? It feels like you just got to hold on to your guy for, what, a half a second, 1 full second?
Kirk, it is so fulfilling because it's one of those things where you do not have to do your job great. You just have to do it okay. He's going to make you right. And when you have a guy, usually we talk about dual threat guys that can do that because they get out in space. This guy does it by making decisions so quickly.
Lucas Havrasik giving the Renegades 3 more points. It's an 11-zip lead as Arlington, for big game Bob Stoops, finding points on their opening 2 drives.
It's just different thinking about them last year. This is a football team in Arlington that was 3-7. They've already got last year's win total already in the first 4 weeks. And they look to be on that same trajectory. You talked about it earlier, Lo. A couple years ago, this team won the UFL championship, or the XFL championship. I feel like you start to have some of that momentum because they've got a good running game, outstanding defense, but it's about the quarterback play. Their quarterback play has been phenomenal when you're getting points.
Oh, they were really struggling in the first season of the revamped XFL, but they were able to get Perez in that trade from Vegas. That's the only reason they won the title. 0-6 start to last season, and man, Arlington is an entirely different team now. Another one touches the ground before into the midst of Roland, and Roland cut into the 20 and 25 and trip before reaching the 30-yard line. Well, coming up next on ESPN, UFL Week 5 wraps up San Antonio Brahmas hosting the Houston Roughnecks. And all of a sudden, this league has now found the comfort zone in terms of offense and scoring points, Kurt.
I think that we've all talked about it. We've seen the play get better and better each week. Like the first couple weeks, I felt like the defenses were ahead. We had so many low scores. Nobody was hitting the over. And now we're seeing overs galore. Why is that? The offenses are finally picking up in every game that we've watched so far.
Productive last drive for DC in terms of driving the football. They missed a long field goal attempt. It's 11-0. Battle for first place in the XFL Conference. Ta'amu, that could have been picked off. He was looking for Braylon Sanders.
That's just a difficult throw, especially when you have all those hands flying up. And as a defender, you're taught, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. And you see all those guys, it's hard trying to find the window to get that ball through. I know he's done that a ton of times at practice, but that time just misfired.
Completing under 50% on the season. But to Amu's defense, he's taking more downfield shots than most quarterbacks in this league. To the Baylor Bear, Abram Smith, busting out of a TFL, but will not shake free from Chris Odom. the Arkansas State Red Wolf with his second tackle for loss today.
Yeah, the first one, though, it was a J.J. Harris. He's our guy today. Watch number 5 just coming down, doing his job. He's just going to come from out of here and make the play. Watch him, just doing his job. He gets the motion, comes down, boom, make the play. And if you don't make the play, make sure your buddies can. It's all about holding the edge, keep him contained. Don't let the guy get outside of you. Let the cavalry come. Nice job there by J.J. Harris.
To Amu, clean pocket, long throw, and complete to Powell. This will be 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
I think that's the thing that we've seen so far for Jordan Ta'amu and his defenders' offense. They're not winning first and second down. So in not winning first and second down, there are these long downs and distance, especially on third.
Blitzer guy
and what happens, you complete the pass, but you're still 2 yards short. They've got to start getting more yards on first and second, getting these smaller third down
once he come off the edge like that,
they have to. And also, I don't like these outside, slow developing runs. Like, we got to hit it. You have to carve these guys up. Stop with all the side to side. Let's get vertical.
Price with the return. Another chance for the former Bison at the 33-yard line. Well, the Renegades have figured out the recipe for success, have not allowed a touchdown in the first 3 quarters of any game so far this season. And they have the offensive balance. Perez throws it a lot. It's actually a run-first approach for this team.
Right.
And no one spreads the wealth more in this league than Luis Perez.
Yeah, perfect on the day so far. 5 of 5, 94 yards. And look, he's had some help from his wide receivers, but also, too, again, his knowledge of the offense and being able to see what the defense presents itself, just a huge, huge factor for why Perez has been successful today.
Day Hunter out of Liberty, now the running back. Perez trying to stay perfect. High throw, good to have the hot hands of Isaiah Winstead.
We just talked about it. He says, look, I just trust my guys. I put the ball up, and they go and get it. That's 6'3", 210 pounds, Isaiah Winstead. Look at that catch radius. I think I can throw that ball that high. I'm a 6'3" guy.
That, I want to see that.
6'3", go get it. Go jump and get that one, Winstead.
Perez popped as he throws off the fingertips. Danger zone as DC was there with the pressure. The Villanova Wildcat Malik Fisher was there along with the Bearcat from Sam Houston State, Joe Wallace.
Yeah, you're going to see right up the gut. Fisher, he's just battling his way through. He puts that hand up, but he's able to knock the hand down or the arm of Luis Perez. And that ball fluttered. That was just a nice job at the end by Deontay Burnett knocking the ball away. If he doesn't knock that ball away, that's probably an interception, and DC's going in.
Here we go.
On the ground, Hunter. DC bowing up. Big third down call here from Chuck Long.
Let's go 11. Let's go right hash. Let's go triple left. Y move 62 Cobra. Triple left. Y move 62 Cobra.
Hey, triple left. Y move. Hey, we're going triple left to Y move. Hey, just go. Hey. Yeah, triple left, Y move 62 Cobra. On top, ready? Let's go. Set up 180. Right to hook.
Perez thrown to the only receiver core in the UFL with 4 players with at least 10 catches. So many weapons. He's pressured though, and Perez will go down. Dropped like a bag of bricks by Derek Roberson. Another Sam Houston State Bearcat makes the play. Don't feel too bad. Roberson's first 2 sacks in the NFL were against Drew Brees.
Yeah, but that's sack number 4 on this season for Derek Roberson. He's on the outside. Just watch him. It's just a nice little move to the outside. Speed. He gets underneath, and it's just an easy sack for him. See how he runs the hump, gets underneath, and just lunges up at the quarterback, but he finishes. It's all about finish. And Derek Roberson showing you that his 4th sack of this season.
That was 2 guys going at it with experience in the NFL with Roberson against Ricky Lee. We have a flag down.
Abrupt movement by the receiving team causing the offense to react. It's delayed game, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
You'll notice the last name for our head official, his nephew, one of the best players in college basketball as a freshman at Duke. Talking about Knappel.
Didn't he just play in the Final Four recently?
Yeah, doing his thing. Here's Marquette King, the most NFL experience out of any player in this game. Roland calls for the fair catch. Here's big game Bob Stoops.
Come on, T! Get in, T! Oh, jeez, what a catch! Great job, Luis. Great job, fellas. Nice job, baby. Nice job. Nice job, fellas. Great start.
Kirk, I think Bob Stoops has found his happy place in United Football. He loves this thing.
Yeah, he does. He's comfortable now. And he just talks about getting these guys every week ready to play. But he's got an experienced group. 16 of these guys were a part of that championship team a couple years ago. They love showing up to work for Coach Stoops.
Ta'amu complete. Javon Antonio played one season for Coach Prime in 2023 at Colorado.
Here we go. Flex right, Lisa. Hey, flex right. Flex right.
It's a big drive here for DC. And hopefully that's a great drive starter to kind of get this offense going in the right direction.
Ta'amu pulls it from the belly of his running back. And it's Roland making the adjustment, the dive forward. He's got 19 targets the last 2 games without Ty Scott. He's the go-to man.
And just the pressure that Ta'amu puts on the defense when he gets out of the pocket. You see the defense kind of stares on where's he going to go, but just that little presence of getting out of the pocket just opens up windows for him down the field.
Here's Abram Smith's turn. The Baylor Bear tries to turn the corner. Rustled out at the 40-yard line. So it's Arlington with the 11-0 lead over DC. 2 teams that are 3-1, battling for the top spot in the XFL Conference. Deontay Burnett doing the job with the one-hander, 63 yards to get the Renegades on the board and start the Sellies. Bryce Harper and the Phillies take on Kyle Tucker and the Cubs on Sunday Night Baseball tonight on ESPN at Wrigley Field. It all starts at 7 Eastern with baseball tonight at 6. Shannon Harris has done a fantastic job as an interim head coach for Reggie Barlow. Will follow Eddie George as the head coach at Tennessee State. Shortly after that is DC. Greg Williams followed. So Williams' son Blake is now in charge of the defense. But Fred Keiss, the play caller for DC, he has been the model of consistency alongside Ta'amu. 3rd season together with the defenders.
Here we go.
Arlington outscoring opponents 41-3 in the first quarter this season. We're up 11-0. Empty for the former Ole Miss quarterback. Ta'amu pump fake, a shot downfield, it's lost. It looked like Powell had a step or two, but couldn't. Jaden Price was in coverage. What happened there?
Yeah, they put a little wrinkle in there. They had Chris Rowland. He was in the backfield, so they motioned him out to empty. They got what they wanted. They got the one-on-one on Price. It's just quarterback, wide receiver. He's going to the outside. That ball's thrown to the inside. I would have to lean that that's on the wide receiver because Ta'amu said, I got him. I knew I had him. There's some miscommunication on where the location of that ball was.
Kurt, it looked like a post route. I don't know what the receiver was doing, looking to the outside there, and you said it best. It's always on the receiver, never on the quarterback.
And we got a timeout called by DC.
Yeah, Aaron, that's interesting because you don't see that happen too often. I felt like that one should have stayed to the inside. He's turning around like as if he's an outfielder.
Shannon Harris wants to talk it over before a critical 3rd and 10 with DC trying to move the chains.
Back here at Choctaw Stadium, I want you to watch the safety here, Miles Dorn. They're playing a cover 4, but when this tight end comes in, Dorn vacates that middle of the field that he's supposed to be in, which gives the receiver the opportunity to go and convert that into the post. He doesn't convert it to the post, and that's what Tiamu was thinking the entire time. He's like, this safety is down, he's gone. I'm throwing that to the post, but Powell is running toward the corner, and that's where the miscommunication came in on that one.
And on the other side, Roland got Stephen Jones on skates and was wide open.
Here we go, here we go.
So DC, the top third down team in the UFL, 0 for 3 on third today. Tiamu looking for the conversion, pressure in his face, and it's broken up in Florida State standout Jaden Price. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Roughing the passer, blow to the head, number 45 defense. We got incomplete pass?
Yes.
Yes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 45 defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's on Will Clark. That name very familiar here in Arlington for making big hits in this stadium. But this Will Clark out of West Virginia instead of Mississippi State, a little excessive.
Yeah, right there above on that helmet. You can't do that. You know, no matter what league that you're in, you got to stay off the quarterback. And I think Will, he tried to hold the quarterback up just a little bit, say, I didn't mean to, but got to stay off the helmet, that head and neck area. It's an easy call for the officials.
So there is a conversion via the penalty. Abram Smith fighting through a leg tackle and takes it 1 yard shy of the marker. Donald Payne, the tackle machine, with the stop. Abram Smith started his career at Baylor as a linebacker, had a school record 1,600 yards in 2021.
Ready? Say go.
Defenders going quick, backside pressure, downfield, caught, waltzing in is Cornell Powell. 37 yards from Tiamu to the former Clemson Tiger, Cornell Powell.
It's all about the adjustment here. We were talking about these receivers have to do what? Help out Tiamu. That ball's thrown to the back shoulder, and all you saw was Powell go up, and just the way he was able to contort his body back to the football, that's an outstanding job. Grabbing that ball and then putting it over for the touchdown.
Well, Kurt, he maintained the red line, which allows Tiamu to throw it to the outside, that back shoulder, to make a play.
This PAT attempt is brought to you by Ortho Home Defense. It's a 2-point conversion attempt from the 5 yard line. Go from 1 from the 2, 3 from the 10. Tiamu looking to throw. It's tipped and it's picked off from the end zone. Renegades with a chance. Harris looking to do it for back-to-back weeks. Takes it to the 30-yard line. Stay away from this man. He had 3 pick sixes in his career at USC. He is a one-man no-fly zone.
The ball just finds him. Tiamu's trying to get that ball in there, trying to thread it in there. It's always, when you're down by the goal line, it has to be low. Those balls that thrown high get tips, and anytime that ball is tipped in the air, you got to find number 5 as Janae Harris, because the ball seems to find him.
And Kurt, you said that best. When you're in the red zone, especially near the end zone, low towards the front, high towards the back of the end zone. Everything, you always want your receiver to fall down catching passes, and then towards the back of the end zone, you throw it about 10 yards high or 10 feet high, so they can go up there and snag it.
See, Aaron, I learned a thing or two. I know where that ball has to be. That ball has to be low down there. When you get that ball high, that's when you get those tips and overthrows. But a nice response there by the DC defenders. They finally got on the board. Now, look, a penalty did help them out there, but finally are able to get on the board. They got the big play from Tiamu to Powell.
And Arlington allows its first offensive touchdown in the first 3 quarters of the game. Balaj with the chance to spin to the 30-yard line. Kirk, let's take another look.
Was just playing the football, and Stephen Jones is there, number 28. But he just couldn't go back to the football. Yes, Powell made a play.
Yes, sir. Boom. 2. Left hash. 2 for left hash. That's what you want, right? Left hash, 2, left 2. Okay. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
New life for DC's interim head coach Shannon Harris. How will the Renegades respond? Here's Day Hunter. Flag is down. Oh! He just knocked Bryce Thompson into next week. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
Bringing the thunder there, Day Hunter. He's considered the lightning back.
Let's bring in our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan. Aaron, what are you tracking going into this drive?
Well, guys, you can currently live bet what's going to happen for this exact drive for Arlington. Punt is the favorite in this market, but I'm going to go with field goal attempted. All that needs to happen is an attempted field goal, not one made. That's a plus 340. So if this were to cash for you, a $10 bet would win you $34. But so far, we've seen 3 drives from them, a touchdown, a field goal, as well as a punt. So have some fun here, guys. You can bet this throughout the entire game.
All right. Aaron, thank you so much. Kirk, what are you going with here?
I think I'm going to go with a punt, only because we haven't talked enough about this DC defenders defense. This is the #1 defense in the UFL, and they get after the quarterback. They're sound in the back end. Linebackers are fast-flowing, and you can kind of see outside of the great play by Deontay Burnett for a touchdown, which was just an unbelievable SportsCenter top 10 play.
Absolutely.
They've played well. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And Blake Williams right there, son of Greg Williams, bring in the thunder, bring in the noise today with this defense.
Yeah, if it's Greg or Blake calling plays, the quarterback's in trouble. DC did not have a sack last week. They still lead the UFL with 11 sacks on the season, and no quarterback has gone down more than Luis Perez. He's been sacked once so far today. Hunter with the carry, trying to shake free and dance, and that's not happening. Malik Fisher there for another stop.
Yeah, just sound in their game. You see the linebackers, fast flow, and it's just a solo tackle. Call it hitting practice for Anthony Hines there. Just makes the play, and now it sets up the 3rd down. And if I know a Williams, whether it's Greg or Son, they're going to bring pressure on 3rd and 5.
Eric, what does this do as an offensive lineman in a situation like this? You know pressure's probably coming.
It absolutely is, guys. So you have to anticipate that and understand, hey, let's get the ball out quick. We need 5 yards here. Watch the overhang player that's maybe sneaking like he's in coverage and a safety over the top of him.
Perez has 3 offensive linemen with NFL experience. Here is the pressure. Canella makes the catch, and he does so with Kelvin Joseph draped all over him, also drawing a flag. That is by far the most lethal tight end threat in the UFL. 10 more catches than anyone else at his position.
We'll sit back and see what this flag is. It may be that pass interference, but Canelo's able to still make the play.
Holding, number 27 defense. That penalty has declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Guys, I love what they do with Canelo on the outside. I mean, this is what they do in the NFL with guys like Travis Kelce. You move a one-on-one. It's tight end, athletic tight end against a safety. And you got the size advantage as well, too. This is why he is the premier tight end in this league.
I think, Aaron, for me, the coaching point for the defender is that you already took away the inside route. But with the fake to the outside, let him beat you down for a 9 route down the field. Don't let him go back inside. That's what Kelvin Joseph did. Let him back inside. That's where the holding call came from.
He did that against the former 2nd-round pick by the Cowboys. Shot downfield, caught at the 25. Isaiah Winstead. He means business.
Talk about dropping it in the bucket. This is one of those bucket throws. You know, you always see during practice, the quarterbacks, they had that bucket down there in the end zone. That was a great pass by Luis Perez, had the right trajectory, and watch how it falls into the arms of Winstead like a young Aaron Murray to A.J. Green.
Hey, maintain that red line, stack the DB, keep going. Like you said, you put it right down the chimney, little Christmas present.
Hey, stay there.
Winstead played at 3 schools, Norfolk State, Toledo, and ECU. Here's Balaj, trying to bounce, staying up, still rumbling inside the 10-yard line for the former Arizona State Sun Devil.
Yeah, got to give the big uglies. Got to give the big uglies a little love here. You got the center and McGinn. Watch the right guard and watch the center. Watch these 2 guys get going. I know Eric McClain loves this. When you got the offensive line pushing and getting to that 2nd and 3rd level, Kalen Balaj doesn't need much to get to that end zone.
It definitely makes your life easier, but it also makes your life easier when you got a big running back being physical and getting down here as we got a super challenge. They saw something, maybe a holding. We'll see.
So for the
coach from DC is challenging the play that there was holding by the wide receiver on this play.
Blandino in the Verizon Command Center.
Cole, what are they at? What are they challenging, Cole?
They're challenging that there was a hold on the edge.
What number?
One of the receivers, number 1.
Oh,
the defender was number 1.
The defender was number 1.
Thinking the offensive player, I think, was number 11.
It's number 11 on number 1. That's what we're looking at.
Yep.
I'm on broadcast now. He's in front of him. I don't see. I'm going to go to my end zone shot, high left. I've got position in front, hands outside the frame. He's at the point of attack. Okay, he doesn't let him out here. Here, see, I've got restriction here as one tries to get out, and there's the hold right there at the 15-yard line. All right, Cole. We do have a hold on number 11. I'm going to give you the spot here. We're gonna have the hold at the 14-yard line, and so we'll enforce a hold from the 14.
Back to the 24.
Back to the 24.
First down.
It will be first down. Yep, we're replaying.
After review, it's been determined there was holding number 11 offense. That 10-yard penalty is enforced from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
So that is understanding the rules and the situation for Shannon Harris. He'll have one more challenge because that was successful. The key point is you have to identify specifically what the infraction was and what player it was on.
Yeah, I would love to hear Dean Blandino's explanation on what he consider restriction, because it seems like it was a bang-bang play, but there was a little bit of restriction at the end. But it was also the running back was side by side with him. We'd love to hear the clarification on why that one was called the holding.
Wipes out the biggest gain of the day for Balaj, but he gets it back and more, galloping into the end zone for the Renegades. Will you challenge that, DC?
It's just all about vision. It's vision and what I love, riding the wave. He didn't need a surfboard for this one, but he rode the wave. He allowed everybody to go in front and just cut it right back behind the center. I want you to watch it a couple of ways here, but it's just getting down and then riding the wave, coming all the way to the backside, allowing those blocks to develop. That right tackle, left tackle, Ricky Lee, able to secure a nice little block. You sneak right in behind for the touchdown.
Kirk, that's such a great job of being patient, allowing your guys to get out in space and get their block.
Perez looking for 2, the bullet to Canella, give him 2 more. Arlington now with 19 points on the board, and this offense has figured it out, Kirk.
Yeah, I lost my live prop, though, because I had him punting, remember?
I'm sorry about that. That's what happens when you bet on the spot. Make better decisions.
So whoever got the touchdown, congratulations, but you mentioned it. They had the holding call on the play before. They come right back with the same play, and Balaj able to run in for the end zone.
Great job. Good job, Luis.
That's some swag there from
KB.
Canella. Let's go down to
KB,
our own
great job,
swaggy
baby.
sideline guy, Aaron Murray.
I'm down here with Garrett McGinn here, right guard for Renegades. And first off, Luis Perez is your quarterback. What kind of confidence does he give you guys to go out there and do your job?
You know, we put in the work all week, and he's just a great leader. We know he knows what to do. He's when you give him the opportunity to throw the ball, he's going to carve you up. So,
all right, the running game getting going a little bit today. What are you seeing defensively to sprout that zone read right there?
They're trying to get into 5 bigs, trying to stop the run. We're creating great matchups up front, sustaining our blocks, and KB's hitting the hole. It's easy to block for a guy that runs the ball like that.
Keep it up. Go get some rest.
Rolling to the 35-yard line. Big afternoon so far for East Carolina. Garrett McGinn, a Pirate, undrafted, still made his way to the NFL, played 2 games back in 2019 with the Panthers. We've seen it's been a huge afternoon for Isaiah Winstead as well.
Absolutely.
ECU receiver.
But I love what Garrett McGinn said there, right? Listen to what he said, that the DC defenders are bringing 5 men on the line of scrimmage. They're running that bare front, basically covering up every offensive lineman. So they know it's going to be difficult because you've got to win your matchups. And right now, it looks like the Renegades' offensive line is kind of having their way up front, and that running game starting to take hold.
Over, once again, is looking good, but it's primarily because the Renegades have been cooking. Roland with a comeback dropped it. Was it underthrown, Aaron, or do we blame the receiver here?
No, that's on the receiver there mostly on the receiver. Ball could have been higher, but it touches his hands. I need you to catch it.
To me, this is a drop. That ball's there. You've got to catch that one. Even if you go down to grab it, I think when you think about the balls in the air, Roland's thinking about going, right? He's thinking about catching and keeping going. That time, you got to just catch and get down to the ground.
I will say, if it was a better pass, that's a chance for a catch and possibly a touchdown, though.
That's what Roland was thinking. Just catch sometimes to get down.
Ta'amu sacked. Willie Taylor III out of Eastern Kentucky bringing him down.
Yeah, I love this. It's just the old ET stunt. Sometimes the E doesn't necessarily get there, it's the T. So you get in first, you get the end going here first, and then the tackle coming next. And watch what happens here. Taylor comes in first. He's supposed to be the guy that takes the grenade, but they let him go, and he goes and gets the sack. It's a nice job by Willie Taylor.
Good job, Willie! Good job, Willie!
Bob Stoops knows defense. Fantastic DC at Florida before taking the OU job. Wide open downfield. Braylon Sanders. That is the Ole Miss connection alive and well. Two former teammates hooking up. 54 yards.
Yeah, and this is just a big play that Carlton Johnson, number 37, he just gets nosy. Watch the cornerback on the right side, Carlton Johnson. Where is he looking? You've got somebody running right behind you in Braylon Sanders. Ta'amu sees it, gets the ball deep down the field, and that's a big gain for the defenders.
That's how you get out of a third and forever 22 yards to gain.
Timeout defense. Arlington, second charge of the half.
So Bob Stoops calling for the timeout. DC is down but not out. Two teams at 3-1, tied atop the XFL Conference race at the United Football League. Coming up at 3:30 over on ABC, it's Game 4 between the Lakers and T-Wolves. Minnesota up 2-1 in the series. LeBron is trying to change that. And that brings us to the LeBron James of officiating, Dean Blandino in the Verizon Command Center. Dean, what just happened in that last sequence with the challenge from Bob Stoops?
So obviously it was a big play. So Coach Stoops took a chance. He wanted a hold right there on number 77. We don't see that as a hold. 77 had good feet. The defender never got outside his feet, and he really just kind of rode him past. There was no restriction that had an impact on the play, so he loses the challenge. And remember, you got to be successful to get a second one, so now Arlington's out of challenges for the game.
I love how you recognize the good feet, Dean. The good feet of the offensive line. Look at you teaching technique as well.
I mean, that's basically teach tape, Dean. Great job.
You're a defensive guy. You were questioning the hold on 11? Come on. That's textbook. That's a hold.
Ready? Let's go.
Dean, thank you so much. Here's Ta'amu. Looking in zone, lofts it. High traffic, no problem. Hauled in by the Kansas Jayhawk, Mason Fairchild. Did that for the first time in his college career right here in the state of Texas, helping upset the Longhorns back in 2021.
Yeah, he had to go up and go get it. I loved Fairchild. Watch him. He starts here, okay? Now watch as he gets all the way across the field. Miles Dorn, the safety, is on top of him. But Fairchild runs all the way around to go grab him.
Ball. It'll be second down.
But does the ball touch the ground? I don't see the ball touch the ground.
Now, this is something that Dean Blandino and the officiating crew can look at without a challenge. They will look at this to make sure that the call on the field was correct.
Yeah, we're winding.
Correct. Yeah, we have an incomplete pass. The ball hit the ground, came loose. So we're going back to the 21.
Wow. Kirk, did you see something there that
was
I
a
missed?
quick review. Where did the ball? I don't know if I saw the ball hit the ground.
Where was your shot?
A better look at it. The first vantage point, I never saw the ball touch the ground.
Here we go, here we go.
I think if that tape keeps rolling, I'm with you, Kurt. Nonetheless, can't do anything about it now. Another floater, and that's overthrown, looking for Powell.
Wow, what a change of events. Fairchild went up and go make the play, but didn't bring the ball all the way in. See one more look, that ball.
Guys, if you're DC there, you're not taking a timeout to continue to look at that?
There it is.
Yeah, it's
a little bit.
Flex left queen, flex left queen. Philly 47.
What do we have there, Dean?
Z Casper.
Yeah, that's the shot right there. The ball hits the ground, and then watch it pop. His hands come off the ball. If you keep it running a little further, it's going to pop loose. That's the shot we use to overturn it.
Ta'amu will tuck it and run, gets a block on the edge and slides down at the 10. There is some contact there from Carlton Johnson. And Ta'amu showing those legs you were hyping up, Kurt.
Yeah, I was hyping it up because last week he rushed for 74 yards. He hasn't done that today, but so far, watch it. Yeah, that ball barely touches the ground. Just a little bit, but again, the ball, hands come off the ball.
Like I said, the LeBron of officiating.
Dean always helping us out.
Or is it the MJ?
You were right the first
there
time.
We go.
You were right the first time, Paul.
Not starting these debates.
MJ.
Tis the season, fellas. First and goal for Jordan Ta'amu. And we've got a timeout called by Shannon Harris, the interim head coach of DC.
It's an interesting part on the field for DC. Because remember, last week, they were in the same spot, and they had the opportunity to win last week's game. They had the opportunity. If they scored to get a conversion, they would have maintained that undefeated season. But last week, they didn't get it done because they had San Antonio Brahmas held them out of the end zone, late in the end zone. So how do they handle this same scenario right before the half?
This is a huge game in terms of reaching the UFL championship. That championship game presented by Underdog. It returns to St. Louis and the Dome at the America Center on June 14th at 8 Eastern on ABC. Tickets start at $29. For more info, go to theufl.com/tickets. And this is why this sequence and this game is so important. Two teams at 3-1. They are the favorites in the XFL Conference. Top two from the XFL Conference and the USFL Conference reach the playoffs. Deion Jackson is the running back. He'll try to set an edge for Ta'amu and just throwing this one away.
You know, Aaron, I don't understand that. I don't understand why would you roll the right-handed quarterback to his left.
You're hoping to win right now. Like that's it. Like it's either your outside receiver wins right now. I think it might have been a whip route. And if he doesn't hit, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, I don't like that play. And it just doesn't give him the opportunity to take off and run. Because he's got to square his shoulders all the way back up to throw.
Fix that. Here we go. Ready. They go.
Ta'amu underneath, incomplete. And gobbled up at the 5 is Bradley Moore.
See, what do they go back to here? That was a late developing route. We won't have that kind of time here on third down.
That's it. Spread right tight. Spread right tight. We want Gator bait. We want 71 Gator bait.
Hey, OTD right now. No pressure.
In the UFL, the heads-head communication does not shut off at any point. Kais can talk to Ta'amu throughout the play. And there it is on the money, touchdown. Braylon Sanders rolling like they did at the Grove back in the day, 4-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that's easy. That was just timing. That ball was out of Ta'amu's hands before Sanders was able to even get his head around. You mentioned it, the chemistry from back in their college days, but watch how this goes here, and it's just a quick out. Watch the ball's thrown before Sanders even turns around. That ball's already out.
And it's to the outside. We talked about that earlier with Ta'amu as well. Throwing the ball to the outside, on time, in rhythm, and keeping it away from the defenders. That's essentially a glorified back shoulder. Say, we're going to throw a back shoulder. We're just going to turn it into an out route.
2-point conversion from the 5-yard line. To the right, inside pitch. And This is Riley Moore. It's brought down at the 1-yard line, so no good on that 2-point conversion attempt. Braylon Sanders picking the right time to step up. Man, games on his resume, all with the Dolphins in 2022.
A lot of former Miami Dolphins, it feels like, over here.
Hell of a drive, man. Good job, bro.
In the UFL.
Here is that touchdown toss from Jordan Ta'amu. Braylon Sanders, 2 years. Teammates at Ole Miss. Shannon Harris, love it.
Bang! Hey, listen. 2. Every time.
2. There's something about the style you call for the 2-point conversion.
I like that. I like that.
2 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. Looking good on his player props. And the over, once again, looking great. I mean, first 2 weeks, we saw the over hit once, and it was really on a last-second field goal. Offense gelling now. Here's Carlton Johnson looking for a change of pace to the 26. Here's Eric McLean.
Jordan, it looked like that touchdown play. You guys might have ran that a time or two. Was that something from the college days?
Yeah, I mean, that quick out right there on that touchdown to Braylon. We work that every week in practice, every day. And if they give it that leverage, we're going to take it.
It's a big response touchdown. Obviously, you guys have back-to-back touchdown drives there. How important is that for you guys to keep going?
It's super important. We just got to keep stacking. I know their offense is going to keep scoring, and it's going to come down who's going to score the most in this game.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Ta'amu also looking good for his player prop. It's around 200 passing yards. Coming off a 300-yard passing game last week. And a loss for DC. Now a chance for Luis Perez, Spring King, to respond. 8 of 9 for 148 yards. He wants to throw on first down. Feels the pressure. And that is a nice break by Bryce Thompson, the out of Tennessee.
Kirk, how about that response right there? I mean, he hit the ground running. He did really track on that football.
Yeah, but watch this. A wide open Seth Green. Luis Perez had to get off of his first, but watch the tight end, Seth Green. Watch, he's just creeping. Nobody's there. Watch, nobody's covering him. So this is a missed opportunity by Luis Perez. He had to get off, but Seth Green's wide open in the middle of the field. Luis Perez just couldn't locate him.
And that guy, for a tight end, has some jets.
He got some wheels.
Day Hunter out of Liberty with the carry. Finds just a little bit of a crease. It takes it to the 35-yard line. Anthony Hines with the tackle.
All right, let's see what this 3rd and 5 call is going to be here, knowing that DC is going to possibly bring pressure.
Well, look out for the tight end here. Last time we were 3rd and 5 situation, they split out Sal to the boundary, one on that slant. See if they move him around as well. Look out for number 80.
Yeah, now he's in the slot right here.
Sit up. 80. Wait, hunt. Sit up.
3rd and 4 for Perez, in rhythm on the spot to Tyler Vaughn's 3rd leading receiver in USC history.
Let's go tempo, triple left, A62 Viper.
Hey, Viper.
Triple
Hey,
left,
tempo, 62.
62 Viper.
62.
Hey.
Chuck Long, former runner-up in the Heisman, to Bo Jackson, Iowa Hawkeyes legend. Perez showing off the arm, tippy toe, another big one for Tyler Vaughns.
How does he get it in that window? You talked about that chimney throw with the present. That's
sexy.
That's the honeypot right there.
That was nice.
We talk about layering. He layers it right over the cornerback, right in front of the safety, and 2 feet in bounds for Tyler Vaughns. I've always been a big fan of Vaughns. You mentioned his time at USC. One of the more experienced route runners, and you saw it right there, the flexibility, being able to get both feet down.
The big time with Perez is what's the arm strength? That was as good as it can get right there.
High snap, Perez recovers, gets it out. Why not go back to Vaughns? His 3rd catch on this drive, had 222 of those for USC.
The only thing that Vaughns, I think, was
63.
the NFL is that he doesn't have the long end speed. Great route runner, but is never going to run away from you. But he's going to find a way to create space, and you saw it in the last one.
Perez showed the mobility out of the reach of Seth Green. Chuck Long with the play call.
11. Good hash. 8. Dixie left. 3-5-1. Ex-Leo Hitchers. 8. Dixie left. 3-5-1. Ex-Leo Hitchers. Line up.
Ex-Leo Hitchers on Daytona. Ready? Yeah, Ex-Leo Hitchers.
Talked about Tyler Vaughn's trying to make it to the NFL. Chuck Long told us about his quarterback, that Luis Perez is at peace with his career in the United Football League. And he has really embraced his role as the Spring King.
Thank you, sir.
So this is usually what happens. You get in these situations, and you're about, what, third and four? They're going to bring a pressure. They're going to bring a blitz. But when Arlington lines up and empty, everybody's like, wait, well, who gets the running back? You are expecting the running back to stay in and block. When he goes out in the formation, that's where you saw the chaos on the back end for DC. Hey, who's got him? Who's got him? And what do? Call timeout. Call timeout. Let's regroup. And now you'll probably get a different play call here defensively. You can see the defensive backs huddling up, just communicating, depending on the formation that you get.
Ex-Leo Hitchers on Daytona, right? Yes, you got the. Hey, right here.
See, a lot less chaos now when you line up and empty. Before they had to rush and call timeout, now everyone knows who their cover is.
42, 42.
There's that control and freedom at the line by Perez. He's going to take it. The wheels! That is not Michael Vick. That is Luis Perez, 9 yards.
Yeah, it's all about tools. You got to have tools in the tool belt. This time, he pulls out one of his tools as the feet. We talked about a little bit earlier, showing the speed or the increased speed that he said he's gained over the age of 30.
Flying, fellas. He was flying there.
Just knowing where to go, finding the hole in the defense. Perez now get inside the red zone.
Don't want to bag on Luis Perez and the wheels too much. I mean, his dad, Juan, was a pro soccer player in Mexico, so there are some good feet in the family.
Well, look, Luis Perez notices that there's two high safeties. That means it's two, cover two. Well, he knows he's got two man, meaning that all these guys are man-to-man. They're going to have their back to the quarterback. That means the defensive line, they all have the quarterback. And if you don't communicate, the quarterback finds the seam. And with all those defenders with their backs turned to the quarterback, Luis Perez, the experience, gets out. He doesn't need 10 yards, just needed 4. Got what he needed, and now it's inside the red zone for the Renegades.
Guys, that looked like a quarterback draw a little bit, too, the way he took the drop and ball automatically right into the right arm to cradle it. So I think he saw two-man, check to the quarterback draw to get the first.
That's just the experience of the Spring King right there in front of you.
Perez and Ta'amu both balling out here. 2 minutes, Perez, and he finds Seth Green, and Green streaking close to the end zone inside the 3-yard line. Started his career at Minnesota, where he played some quarterback before ending it as a tight end at Houston.
I love the arm angle here. He had to get it over the top, his little floater, right? Steph Curry style, the little floater over the defender. And that's how you got Seth Green out there to the edge, just getting the ball into his hands, but the arm angle having to almost shoot it over the defender right in his face.
Sit up, 180. Right, sit hot. Turbo, sit up.
Hunter with the carry, tripped up before finding the end zone. Johnny on the spot is the Fighting Aggie, Anthony Hines.
Anthony Hines, I told you, it's target practice. Anytime I see that linebacker with the neck roll, that neck collar back there, oh, he means business. He's not wearing that for show. He means business.
So Holton Ahlers, another East Carolina Pirate, now checks in at quarterback.
Yeah, he comes in that diamond package, right? 3 backs behind him.
And this will be a carry by Davion Smith, and the Michigan man finds the end zone for the Renegades. And that is another former Miami Dolphin into the end zone.
I mean, look at this. This is old school, right? Look at this. You got 3 guys in the backfield, and all it is just going right downhill, like old school Oklahoma style football when they used to run the ball back in the day. Billy Sims and those guys, but this is what it is. It's basically turn around, hand the ball off, and allow this offensive line to do their job.
And that is significant for many reasons, including we're now at 37 combined points. So if you took the under, you're sweating it out. This is for 2 from the 5-yard line. Perez will throw. Buying time. Dancing just throws it up. What an adjustment! Catch made by Javonte Payton.
Hey, you got to throw it up.
All smiles for the Spring King, Luis Perez. This is his domain.
I mean, that turned into recess right there. I mean, how many times or how many alligators do you count? 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator, 4 alligator, and finally just throw it up, and Peyton in the back of the end zone for the conversion.
I was always 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Yeah, no, people just start, because sometimes they lie to you. 1 gator, 2 gator, 3 gator. No, we're playing alligator. Okay?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, boys, I've never heard that in my life.
You never heard that? See, I can tell
Kirk,
you.
where'd you grow up? Hey, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Oakland, California. I'm a recess champion. My
good job.
jersey still hangs at the Sacred Heart Elementary.
Come on, big dog.
Baby, come on, man.
Good job.
I'm the elementary king.
Here's Roland to the 30-yard line. So Luis Perez, he actually has been working on the athleticism and the speed in the offseason. And the hard work is now paying off. Electric.
I'll look faster than that.
Woo! Hey,
Look at Luis.
we're watching the replay down here.
High stepping.
Luis running what?
I'm with Luis right now. You said it looked like it felt faster than it looked, but that was in slow-mo, though.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes me feel better, for sure.
So what did you do this offseason to get faster?
Well, just worked on my speed. I got a coach and trusted him and just went to his workouts. That's it, simple as that.
Did you check to that? Was that a quarterback draw?
I checked to it, I did. They went 2-man, so I checked to it and we were able to execute.
All right, keep it up. Look good out there.
Aaron, break that down, though. Your thoughts on him checking to the quarterback draw?
I love it. Hey, listen, he knows the defense. It's 2-man. There is absolutely no one responsible, like Kurt said, besides the defensive line. But it's still 4 D linemen, 5 offensive linemen, no one else. That is, as your quarterback, you're taught that 2-man. If there's nothing there, take off and run.
Yeah, that's always one of the more difficult things to do as a defensive line group when it's just you 4 trying to keep the quarterback contained. So that's where you get a lot of those line movements, line stunts. But the patience of Perez to find the opening and get the
But you're
first
also
down.
not thinking Perez is going to run, too. He's not a running quarterback.
Deception.
Here's Sa'amu with 1:11 left, and that is thrown behind Braylon Sanders. Well, it's interesting with Perez, didn't even play varsity high school football because his high school program was playing the wing team, and they kept moving him all over the place. And the dude just wanted to play quarterback and never got that shot. So when JUCO was number 9 on the depth chart, worked his way up to playing time, and then transferred to Texas A&M Commerce, where he was the Harlan Hill Trophy winner. That's essentially the D2 Heisman. Ta'amu played under the bright lights of the SEC at Ole Miss. Here's his 3rd and 10 pass attempt, underneath and complete right at the sticks to Chris Rowland.
That's a nice awareness by Rowland. Got the first down and got right down, sets the ball, and now they're rolling right now inside of 1 minute.
Ta'amu stretching it, one-on-one coverage. Caught! Play after play, it's Cornell Powell polishing off that Super Bowl ring he won with the Chiefs.
Again, look at that red line that he's running on. And he's able to adjust toward the outside, gave his quarterback the room that is needed. I love the way he adjusts toward the sideline. That ball's perfectly thrown from Ta'amu.
Kirk, that's one of the best things that he did at Clemson for Trevor Lawrence. He would hold that line exactly as you just said, and then adjust. Let me adjust to the ball. QB, make me right.
You're going to make sure that Clemson Tiger got in there, right?
Ta'amu taking another shot. Yeah, looking for Braylon Sanders. Powell got his chance on special teams. No stats in the NFL in 3 games for the Chiefs. Had only 3 offensive snaps, but 28 on special teams, which is the path. For majority of the players in the United Football League, they will get their shot in the NFL on special teams.
Yeah, it's always special teams first. And you make plays on special teams that stand out, that get you opportunities on offense and defense to climb up the chart.
To Amu. Complete to the 15 is Jadon Mickens.
Another one of those Super Bowl champions for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Special teams got him up the board. And you see the athleticism that Mickens has, especially down here in this league.
He was the kick returner. Actually played in the Super Bowl when Tom Brady helped the Bucs win it all. Under 40 seconds to Amu. The touch, one-on-one coverage. He was trying to pick on Jaden Price. And fine pal did not work.
Hey, spread left, 72, swirl pump. Hold on, ready.
I think Tom was just calling it on his own.
Yes.
He's not even communicating with his coach. He's just down here inside of the 20 in the red zone. He's just calling it on his own.
Ready, to go.
Pressure at his face. Tom will running for his life. Gets the corner and is out at the 10. Initial pressure by Willie Taylor. Here's the OC, Fred Keiss.
Gonna go spread right tight, spread right tight. 71, Gator bait, 71, Gator bait.
Spread right tight. They like the tight formations, the condensed formations, and then explode out.
Ready, to go.
To Abu, to the 5, and complete out of bounds to Javon Antonio. Passes from Shedeur Sanders at Colorado.
Yeah, but this is a big call here. This is 4th down. Now that route was short of the line of game. So by that route, they're going to go for it here on 4th down, or did they go for the field goal?
Yes.
That's what Coach Harris is probably thinking.
Gotta hurry.
See, call gotta hurry because the play clock is down to 8.
Kirk, you like this? Not going for the touchdown?
No, I'm just more upset at Antonio for not getting to the sticks on that last play. You've got to help out your quarterback. That should have been a 1st down to allow you an opportunity to get a touchdown. This is a field goal opportunity because the receiver didn't get to the yard marker for the 1st.
Here's Matthew McCrane, 25 yards. It's blocked! Engulfed by Carlton Johnson. There is a flag down. The Fresno State Bulldog may have got there a little too quick. But in the meantime, why not roll the other way? Donald Payne, the Stetson Hatter, taking it. But this will hinge on the yellow hanky.
Well, a lot, because now also the clock is now at double zeros. So if they run another play, it's still only going to help them give them a field goal. If they get the 1st down, they didn't blow the play dead, unabated to the field goal, right? The block. So now I just want to make sure.
Prior to the block kick, offside defense in the neutral zone at the snap, number 27, 5-yard penalty. 1st down, 11 untimed down.
We'll have an untimed down. So that's still a negative. It goes actually against DC because if they blow the play dead,
Game
then what
clock
does that mean?
operator, the defender was down by contact with 13 seconds remaining. Thank you.
So now that's totally different now. Ruling that the player was down by contact. So now there's time on the clock, and now the offense comes back out for DC.
That's what penalty. They can go for it.
Let's get an offensive ball.
So we're going from the 7 to the 2. And no, it's a 1st down. It's a 1st down.
There we go. It's 1st down. But now that 13 seconds goes back on the clock now.
And McCrane is on the sideline. Wise decision by Shannon Harris.
They'll be there too, huh?
Saying we're
Number
going for the end zone
56
here.
and number 74 reporting as eligible.
I mean, you got
the clock will start on the snap.
And we're putting in a big package right here too, Kirk. It looks like we're going to be physical, run the football.
But there's no timeouts though. So that's I don't see any timeouts remaining. So why? This may be a pass off of this.
Pulls it, looking to the end zone for Briley Moore, incomplete.
Yeah, Kirk, go back to what you said. I think the defense here, they're not running the football. They're not running timeouts to go. We cannot bite on any kind of play action. Got to stay back. Good job defensively.
Yeah, it's just situations, right? Hey, fellas, you got to communicate. Hey, no timeouts. They have no timeouts. So, you know, they're going to be in a passing situation. If they run it, we tackle, we corral. But we already know these throws are going to be to the end zone.
I do like Jordan on the move a little bit, though, at some point as well.
Got 2 more plays left here, 11 seconds.
Here we go. Ready? Let's go.
To Amu to the end zone. And broken up by Carlton Johnson. Denied me once, won't deny me again.
10 personnel, 10 personnel, 10 personnel. Spread right, all goes. Spread right, go. Just get across the line.
Hey, go. Here we go, spread right.
Red,
spread
red,
right, all
red.
go. Red, all go. Ready? Spread right. Come here.
I think this is Tiamo calling his own number. I think spread them all out.
Here we go.
And let the quarterback find somewhere to go. Number 10. Spread them out and let the quarterback find where he needs to go.
30 goal with 8 seconds left. Ta'amu will throw, looking for the corner of the end zone, and it was through the hands of Antonio. Aaron, did he have him?
He had him. They brought a Saul dog coverage blitz there, cover 0. Did a really good job. I mean, got on top of the DB, inside leverage. Thought the ball was well placed, too, from Ta'amu.
Yeah, you had the spread, so all guys are out there. They're all running toward the pylon, toward the back of the end zone.
Man,
and you pick which one is going to be your favorite matchup. Now they got to settle for a field goal.
Kirk, the interesting thing to me, again, the play calling, just like last week, not being able to get in the end zone, I want to move my quarterback around, give him the option to tuck it and run it if it's there. I don't like what we're doing this close to the end zone.
I love him on the run, putting pressure on the defense to the right.
So McCrane hits and the over hits. Arlington goes to the half, maybe 27-15, the highest scoring first half we've seen this season in the UFL. And a little teaser to make everybody stick around. Eric McLean, short shorts, weight room. It's all coming up. Balaj, bulldozer his way into the end zone, and the Renegades fighting for that top spot in the XFL Conference race. It's 27-15 Renegades. Welcome back to Arlington, Texas, where just a day ago, Eric McLean got a tour of the yard, the main weight room inside Choctaw Stadium, where all 8 UFL teams get their lift in.
What's up, guys? Okay, we are here in Arlington. You know, I got to get a workout in the state-of-the-art facility. They call it the yard. I can't wait. Let's get after it. There he is, big man. How you doing, Daryl? This place is truly amazing, and I had to come see it for myself, and I thought, who better than the executive vice president of football operations than to show me around this place? What all do we have here? What's something that you really like about this?
Yeah, this is really, for me, you know, one of the greatest things that we provide for our players, because to your point, this is one of the most important things that we do here in the UFL, and that's making sure the body is able to come back week after week and be ready to play football. This is, you know, turf prep. It's this little turf area here. You'll see there's some sleds back there that you can push, which we would do, you know, and that's familiar to us, but a lot of this activation before you even start your workout, and then you get into the foundational piece right here with all this amazing arsenal equipment, but this is where the strength and the power and the explosion is built. This area over here where there's some very, very unique machines from Arsenal is an area that's really, really important for the game of football and for our guys. We've got over 400 guys here that are working with us. Everybody's got different body types, long legs, long torso, short torso. What is the best way to keep the big muscle group strong? the glutes, the hamstrings, and we've got all that down there.
How important is it to the players to have something of this nature? And what does it say from the UFL, this type of buy-in and providing this?
Yeah, this is permanent. This is our home here. You know, we've got 3 of them throughout this facility here at Choctaw. This is the premier one. This is where the guys come in as a full team. It's an area for the guys to be able to maintain their strength, work around injuries, work around the fatigue.
These are 3 kind of things right here that I really love. You've got a vertical chest press, you've got a Viking press, and then this little bad boy, this was catching your eye.
Yeah.
We're calling it the Scorpion. It kind of looks like a scorpion.
All right.
What kind of things are you liking right here? What do we got here?
This is probably one of the most versatile machines I've ever seen. I mean, you can do, just shrugs here, just kind of rows and different things like that. You can do RDLs on this. You can actually get down and do floor presses on this. So there's so many different things that this machine allows the athlete to do. It's one of the cooler things I've ever seen.
I see a little board over here that maybe has our workout after we're done here. Let's go check that out. And then I see JT, one of our strength coaches, running around. We're going to find him and talk to him as well.
Awesome. This is not about getting bigger, faster, stronger. This is lengthening your career. This is helping your body be able to go out day after day, week after week, and play a very physical game of football. My ankle and feet ache, my hips ache, and my shoulders ache, and that's because I had never seen a board like this before when I played.
Taking care of yourself. All right, well, thank you for your time. It's always great to see you. I see some of these strength coaches running around here. We're going to talk to them and get into some details with this stuff, man. JT, man, I got you working out with your guy here. Listen, Daryl was very complimentary about all these individual specialized pieces of equipment. We got a little belt squat right here. What is this for? Why would a guy use this?
Yeah, absolutely. If a guy doesn't want to put a bar on his back as much, he's able to hop in here, throw this belt around his waist. His shirt's hiding it right now. It's going to get this little incline on the heels, hit the legs in a little different of a way. Really taking that bar off the back if someone has some lower back issues, something like that. Every player is different. Everybody's body is different. Treating it that way. Personalizing the plan for each guy is important to us.
Let's start here with kind of the back attack. Why would a guy use this?
Yeah, so the back attack, this is going to simulate like a good morning without having, once again, to put a barbell on your back when you're bending over. Good little bend over stretch in those hamstrings really lets a guy hit it just in another different way. Depending on that body type.
All right, JT, we've got some sports science in here. We've got things I've never seen before. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to just let you talk and tell me what we've got here.
Got a lot coming at you at one time. This right here is our Nord board. This is like a 1 rep max Nordic hamstring curl. If you have a wide receiver who's coming off like a hamstring injury, someone coming in here who really needs confidence coming out of break but doesn't think his legs are 100%, I'm able to go in here, link the iPad up to this guy, and I'm showing him, your legs are more powerful than they were in training camp, so you're good to come out of breaks. You can have that confidence. These 4 sticks right here, guys are going to be jumping on this guy, and it's taking into account their weight, how long they're in the air, how quick they're recovering from their jump. For a guy who's on the line, not worrying as much about fast twitch muscle, we're seeing how much concentric impulse is coming out of them, how much power they're outputting in their jump. And then lastly, a little fun thing going on for the players over here.
A little competition over here?
Yeah, you got the leaderboards, a little competition for our strength coaches and the players.
Listen, I'm ready to go work out. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go get after it.
Let's get after it.
Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
And for the record, Eric did get in his lift, and he lifted a lot of heavy stuff. Is he the strongest guy on crew? Okay, he's got you. I love it. We'll break down this quarterback matchup coming up next. Luis Perez in Arlington leads DC 27-15.
They're going to have the ball come out. But a great job, offense, going down and get points before the half. That changed things. That changed the way they think now. Defense, Perez going to give you some opportunities. I promise you he is. He's going to give you a couple of interceptions in the second half. Take advantage of it. You got me? Take advantage of it.
Well, Shannon Harris, interim head coach for the DC Defenders, has his work cut out for him in the second half of this matchup between the 2 best teams right now in the UFL, certainly the XFL Conference race, because Luis Perez, once again, is going off. Loa Galindo here with Kirk Morrison. So Luis Perez, in his spring football career, he has 6 games of at least 275 passing yards. The reason why Shannon Harris has his work cut out for him is because 4 of those games are against DC, and he is well on his way to making it 5. Let's take a look at today's game flow, brought to you by Progressive.
Well, the game flow really starts with Luis Perez, the guy we just talked about, Mr. Spring. We keep calling him that because all he does is make plays in the spring. He goes out and, look, at the first play, just giving an opportunity to his receiver, Deontay Burnett, throws an amazing pass to Isaiah Winstead, drops it right there in the bucket. But as much as we talk about Perez, look on the opposite side of Jordan Ta'amu. Just kind of building on the performance he had last week in his 300-yard passing game. He's had some outstanding throws earlier in this football game, getting his team really back into it. A missed opportunity right before the half, but on the arm of Ta'amu, they feel like they're right still in this football game.
Well, let's take a look at the progressive first half stats, and it's the quarterbacks, Perez and Ta'amu. Electric to say the least, and Ta'amu has really showed off the arm.
Yes.
He is the leader in passing yards in the UFL this season. Perez doing it with the legs as well. He's got 10 rushing yards. He's the leader in the UFL in completion percentage in 12 of 15 to start this game. It's now time to bring back Aaron Dolan, our ESPN betting analyst. There's a lot in play in this game, a ton of activity. What's standing out the most right now, Aaron?
I mean, it's a tough look if you took the under on this game because you overcashed in the first half. This is the highest scoring first half in the UFL for this season. And also, we saw the live total get as high as 65.5. And of course, the storyline for this game has been both quarterbacks who hit over their passing yards prop. And we've already seen 6 different wide receivers hit over the receiving yards prop in just the first half alone. So it'll be fun to monitor and see how high this total will get in the second half.
Aaron, thank you so much. But then again, who takes the under? Come on, it's spring football. You should be taking the over always. Here's Balaj with the chance for the return. He's got room, taking it to the left side and chased down at the 40-yard line. So tracking the trends on ESPN Bet, Perez has gone over his player prop. Ta'amu has gone over his. Powell, Sanders, Mickens over, as well as Burnett, Winstead, and Green.
Yeah, unreal. I mean, it's just one of those games where we should just lean on the quarterbacks. They're doing what we expected them to do. Third year in the systems for both these guys, Ta'amu and also Perez. There's a reason why we're seeing some high-level quarterbacking from guys who I think have the potential to play in the NFL.
Renegades have won 5 straight at home. That's the longest active home winning streak after Memphis won in Birmingham on Friday to start this week of UFL football. And Balaj has a touchdown run to his credit. He'll take this just shy of the 45-yard line. And Canella lost his helmet, so the Auburn Tiger is getting his lid back. Aaron, when you look at the quarterbacks, what do you think's been most impressive about what you've seen from the guy that autographed his book for you, Luis Perez?
Well, I like the mobility half, but even that first touchdown, buying a little bit of extra time outside the pocket to locate his receiver down the field, that big-time conversion of the 2-man, things like that. I mean, we know he's accurate with the football, but really like his creativity with his legs today has been impressive.
Yeah, I'll go on the opposite side with you, Eric McLean. What have you seen from these offensive lines and also defensive front so far?
Well, I just want to double down there and say it's always fun when guys do what you expect, right? We expected both these offensive lines, both these quarterbacks to play admirably, and that's what they've done so far.
Perez thrown into traffic looking for Anderson, safety out of Houston. It was the top-ranked safety coming out of high school, is there for the PBU.
Yeah, just right there over the top of Canella, but just the sticks routes. They know that these receivers, they like to sell those routes. It's a quick 5-yard hitch and stop, always setting up the stop and go for later in the game.
Perfect 4-4 on third down for 33 yards for Luis Perez. His first touchdown was a one-handed catch by Deontay Burnett. Took it 63. Pressure from the middle, pressure late, picked off. House call, not going to catch him. Bryce Thompson fire it up on Rocky Top. Former Tennessee Volunteer did that 3 times in a single game against UAB in 2019.
I want you to watch this game right here, but it's really Devontae Maxwell. To watch him, just to watch Devontae. Just gets up. It's an inside tackles game, but Devontae Maxwell just keeps fighting, gets to the quarterback, and deflects that ball, that arm. It's up in the air, and next thing you know, it's returned for 6 by Bryce Thompson. All started from the defensive front.
8 career interceptions for the Tennessee Volunteers. A freshman All-American, but there is
self inbounds before intercepting the ball.
All right, so we'll turn this one over to the Verizon Command Center where Dean Blandino is taking a look.
The left hash.
So what they're looking at is, does he establish, and to establish, does that also require 2 feet in bounds? Because right now, from my vantage point, the left foot is still out of bounds.
Okay, I got the shot. Okay. Okay, Cole, after review, we have an incomplete pass. The defender was out of bounds, did not get both feet back in bounds before he touched it. So it's just an incomplete pass. We're going to go back to the previous spot.
So that's Dean Blandino in the Verizon Command Center. Kirk, correct call.
It's a correct call. He has to reestablish himself. My initial thought was I thought he was already in bounds, but he's got to get both feet back in. It's the same with the wide receiver as well. Receiver has to get both feet back in to be the first person to touch the football. And Thompson just upset, missed out on an opportunity for a touchdown. But that's the rule. It's unfortunate, but that's what happened. Never reestablished himself into the field of play. And so now that's why it's an incomplete pass.
Back to work. Go get yourselves another one.
Yeah, it's 4th down, though, so you get a punt situation. So they'll get the ball after the punt, but could have been a touchdown.
Marquette King, 84 games in his NFL career. Last with the Broncos in 2018. Will punt this away. Gunners cannot get more than 1 yard downfield. There we go. Mickens with a return opportunity from the 10. Washington Huskies. And Mickens turning on the Jets to the 45-yard line. There is a flag down around the spot of the catch on the return.
Personal foul, face mask, number 11 kicking team. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. 1st and 10, DC.
So that's against Luwan Winningham out of Central Arkansas. And you can see clearly right there.
Spread left, tight, spread left, tight.
Yeah, it's going to be called every time.
Yeah, very rarely do you see someone get, I mean, he's got a full hold of that face mask. And the official standing right there and throws that flag.
Yeah.
So Mickens was cooking after that, and this is awesome. Starting field position for Jordan Abu.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, take go.
Abram Smith plowing ahead. Here's Fred Kice calling plays.
Flex left. Rope. I know.
Hey, Rihanna, flex left, Rihanna.
Rope.
Rihanna. No, Rihanna. Here we go. Oh, we got an iPad. Rihanna. Ready, iPad, please. Let's go.
To Abu. And that one was doomed from the start. Looking at Chris Rowland. Taco Charlton, former first-round pick by the Cowboys, applying the pressure.
Yeah, Taco Charlton made his UFL debut last week, had a couple nice little plays, and so getting his feet underneath him a little bit. Right now, part of a nice rotation of edge rushers. They just got to get more sacks on the Arlington side. They just get good pressure, but having a tough time finishing at the quarterback.
60 games in his NFL career, the most experience in the NFL on the Arlington defense. 3rd and 5. Abram Smith, nothing on the right side, cutting it back, and he is dropped by Taco Charlton. And right at the sticks. And that will be a 1st down pickup.
Bunch left. Reno, here we go. Bunch left, Reno.
Great to see Abram Smith coming back, getting healthy.
Yes.
With a long road back after tearing his ACL in preseason camp last season. Habu to Roland. Has blockers, and he is little yet quick. End zone, Roland. Oh. 5'8", 179, but Kirk, we say this is a league of opportunity.
Yeah, it's a league of opportunities, but it's also seeing what the defense is giving you. And this is a nice job of blocking by everyone. It's Bresnahan, it's Powell, it's everybody getting out in front and allowing Roland to go out and get to the touchdown. You don't need a lot of space for the wide receiver, but when you got you guys on the outside blocking the way that they did, he's able to get to the outside, show off the speed, and get into the end zone.
And this is lining up for the one-point conversion. Smith to the end zone and is able to pick up the extra point. And so DC right back in this. Chris Rowland, undersized out of Tennessee State, coming up large and in charge for the DC Defenders.
Goodbye.
Welcome back to Choctaw, here with Chris Rowland. Chris, you just got that ball out in space. You told me it was a bubble screen. What'd you see when you got the ball?
I mean, that's part of our tempo packages. So when, we got a first down, we wanted to hurry up and get back on the ball. So the defense couldn't get themselves aligned, and we looked, and we had numbers to that side. And, first and foremost, it was a great setup by Jadon Mickens on the punt return, which gave us, the momentum to go ahead and do what we do. So when he snapped the ball, I looked out, we had the numbers. Ben Bresnahan and Cornell Powell made great blocks, and we captured the edge, and I was just able to do what I do.
Appreciate you, brother. Good job.
Back in 2019, Chris Rowland had 104 catches for Tennessee State, an HBCU record. After his final game, his coach told him, "Congratulations on the record." Rowland responded, "Who had the previous mark?" And the response was Jerry Rice. Rowland had no idea that he had just eclipsed the legend by one catch. Miscue there, Colton Johnson ends up with it. Takes it to the 23-yard line. Some really good HBCU flavor in this game. Rowland was a 2019 Deacon Jones Black College Hall of Fame Player of the Year. Fred Keiss, his offensive coordinator, won 2 Black College national titles, one at Southern and one at Hampton.
Yeah, just talk about the history behind all of that and being able to come to this league and sort of just show you the path that a lot of these players take throughout college football and then post-college football, whether it's to the NFL, the UFL. That's just a great story to just talk about the path of how a lot of these guys started.
Keiss before this was almost exclusively a play caller at HBCU programs. Here number 3 calling the plays for the Defenders. Perez, little dump down to Canella, shake and bake, but nowhere to go. Tackle is made by Bryce Thompson.
And now you see this defense starting to take over a little bit. Gave up some points early, 27 at the half, but DC, the best defense in all of the UFL, really starting to keep some things in front of them. They haven't been beat by the deep play. It was just a big play earlier by Burnett, which was a great play that he made across in the middle of the field. But they've really kept these Renegades in front of them.
That was Thompson coming off the field, holding his side. Perez on the money to Vaughns.
Hey, fellas, back to the previous play. Was that 3 catches for Canella on the day?
Oh,
ding, ding, ding.
Yes, it is.
That was 3.5. I need one more. I need one more for the over.
I don't have a play call.
I believe Chris Rowland now up to 4 catches. Just saying, take me over there. I tried to tell you.
7 Dixie left. 350.
Can take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese.
There you go. 3rd and 4 here.
Hey, go to 5-7. Go to 5-7. Gotta go. Turbo, sit up.
Perez batted down at the line of scrimmage. And Arlington will have to punt. Niles Scott is there with the breakup. Former All-American at Frostburg State. The Bobcats, for the record. D3 powerhouse.
All you got to do is just get up. If you can't get there, I mentioned just jump up, get a paw up, right? Get a mitt up, whatever it is. Try to just defend that play. Make it hard for the quarterback to see over you. And that time, nice job there by now. Scott 6'1", 326, showing the hops.
What are you doing with that if you're playing D3 football?
Praying. You're praying.
There's not guys that look like you, Eric, playing D3 to defend that.
I can assure you he got off the bus first.
And that punt is muffed by Jadon Mickens. Harper and the Phillies taking on Kyle Tucker and the Cubs on Sunday Night Baseball. It's tonight on ESPN at Wrigley. It all starts at 7 Eastern with baseball tonight at 6. A lot of great memories in this ballpark with the Texas Rangers before moving across the street. Now they have turned this into the center of the UFL universe and done a fantastic job. Eric had that great piece with Moose, Daryl Johnson, a legend here in the Metroplex.
He is.
In one of the many weight rooms here at Choctaw Stadium. This league all about opportunity and development across the board. The league and the players better because of it. Ta'amu with green pastures hitting the corner, the first down.
Man, it is such a weapon when you have a quarterback that can do that. When a guy just sees, hey, it's man, I've had DBs with their backs to me. Just go. Just go get it. 24 rushing yards here. I mean, he's a and it's not design runs either. He's just taking what the defense gives him.
That's the scary part of as a defender, because in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking that the quarterback can take off and go. So if we're playing a zone, I'm looking at receivers, but I'm still have to keep an eye on the quarterback at all times, knowing his ability.
Still under 50% completion in this game, but he's taking shots. It's an aggressive brand of football, like Ta'amu, flinging it around the park like that to Jadon Mickens. Aggressive style, so it's going to affect that completion percentage.
Yeah, but still, he's out of the pocket. I just talked about the aggressiveness of getting out of the pocket and changing the launch angle. That time he makes a defender miss and just buys more time. That's two guys on Mickens. They can't keep up with some of the speed, but just getting out of the pocket allows that play to happen for Tom.
Hey, Kirk, how hard is that as a free rusher? When you're just dialed in, you think you got him, and he just does a little slight move.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is that you always are taught to go to the upfield shoulder, but just a one side step, and he's in the clear.
Deion Jackson ain't going nowhere. Donald Payne and Joe Powell there to make the stop.
Guys, staying on the Jordan theme here, I mean, I'm impressed with the deep ball, impressed with the mobility you two are talking about. It's just some of the routine passes that just been a little bit inaccurate, and that's why he's around that 50% mark. Couple slants, couple out routes. Yeah. That's what's holding him back from going to the next level. Those routine plays. He can make the splash plays. Can you make the easy ones?
Yeah, that's what Mike Tomlin, head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, always talks about. Making the routine plays routine. Over and over, doing them the right way.
3rd and 5. Ta'amu slips out of pressure. Flag is down, looking for Roland. Another fantastic adjustment by Roland. And we're gonna have to see what the hanky is
like
about.
Holding 74. Holding 74.
Holding. Offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
And that's on Gunnar Britton, who played his college football at Auburn.
It's up at the top, number 74, Britton. He's got a hold of that shoulder pad. But more importantly, it's where Ta'amu exited the pocket. So wherever you exit the pocket is usually where the holding's going to come. He's not expecting EMAC, right? He's not expecting that his quarterback's going to be running behind him.
Yeah, and he obviously was trying to hold on for dear life right there, but when your guy escapes and you don't know where he is, you're just trying to do everything to keep the defender in front of you. The one rare thing that hurts you about a mobile quarterback.
3rd and forever, it's Braylon Sanders' time. 83 in the slot, the bottom of the screen. He had that 3rd and 20 pickup in the first half. Sacked. Ta'amu dropped by Chris Odom. Odom out of Arkansas State has bad intentions and is a one-man wrecking crew.
It's just a nice job by Odom. He runs the hump. And that's all you can. They move these defensive linemen all over the place. Odom is going to start here, but watch how he runs the hump all the way around to get to the quarterback. This is a nice job of being patient, allowing it to work and happen for you, and then go close in on the quarterback.
And the left guard there, man, I mean, you've got to see that. When your guy totally goes away to the right-hand side, you have to expect something's coming. Something's coming over the top.
Oh, man.
Chris Odom is a force, had the scoop and score to get the party started last week at home against St. Louis, and he has been a pest all day long against Jordan Ta'amu. Renegades, all the talk about that DC defense. Don't sleep on these dudes.
Excuses today. It's just an opportunity. And the opportunity is what you make of it. That's what we talked about all week, man. One guy goes down, next man up. The game's never over. These games are always close. They're never over. All the teams are the same. It's about want to. Just want to.
That's head coach at Houston, C.J. Johnson. His Roughnecks are in San Antonio, just down I-35. Taking on the Brahmas next. Actually a huge game for Johnson and the Roughnecks. The USFL Conference race is actually up in the air. Birmingham suddenly looks vulnerable. If they get a win there, that will be their second win of the season. And they will be in that race with Michigan and Birmingham. Balaj breaking free. Balaj to the 50. Can't stop this Sun Devil. That was an offense that was cooking. Arlington scoring on 4 of their first 3 drives. 3 and outs over the last 2.
And just watch the blocking up front, especially the center and the right guard. And you don't need much. Kalen Balaj already with the UFL record 77-yard run earlier in the season, showing you the speed and ability that when he gets into the open field, he's got some juice. And that's what his coach said, Bob Seuss. I didn't know he had that much ability, that much speed at the second level.
Second leading rusher in the league coming into this game. But Chuck Long, the OC, actually talked about him getting started because the numbers are a little deceiving outside of that 77-yard run.
Yeah, just try to get the consistency. He's a home run threat. But the thing is, he's best when he gets through and he puts that pressure on that second and third line of defense. Not a lot of guys can go out and catch him. It's just getting him through that initial wave at the line of scrimmage.
The 2018 Cam Scatterbo for Arizona State. Had a great career at Light Scatterbo, drafted in the 4th round. 6 carries, 70 yards, way over that total at 45.5 on ESPN Bet coming into this.
We're good.
And feed him. A little sidestep, trying to stay up and get back to the original line of scrimmage. So Kalen Balaj, well-traveled, but he's produced at all of his stops. Nearly 2,000 rushing yards, 27 touchdowns at Arizona State. Selected in the 4th round in 2018 by Miami. With 52 games in the NFL. Then spring football with the Brahmas a couple of seasons ago. And he is back now with the Arlington Renegades. And it is quite the backfield with Day Hunter and Davion Smith, who was a scorer for the Renegades as well. 3rd and 7 for Perez. Tipped, nearly picked off. Joe Wallace got a piece of it. And a flag is now down as that play continued, and just trying to make sure this doesn't get out of hand.
We got a flag. We got a flag. We got a flag. We're good. We're good. We're good. We got a flag. We got a flag. We're good. 99.
Perez is excited about the flag. It came in late.
That's good leadership, though. He's trying to
over. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 99.
Okay.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, it's the guy who makes the play, then gets the penalty. Joe Wallace is the one who makes the play here. So Wallace gets up the field. He hits the arm of Luis Perez. The ball flutters. Now you're moving to the next down. The play's already over. It should be done. But then watch Wallace, number 99, with the crackback block that's just unnecessary. And that's where you get the penalty from. But also, they get to retain the possession, the Renegades.
And Lowell, that's why you hear the quarterback, Luis Perez, saying, we're good, we're good. Do not get another penalty to get rid of this 15 yards.
Yeah.
Seth Green, the tight end, now checking in the diamond formation. The spin move and fighting for a couple yards. Played some quarterback at the beginning of his career at Minnesota. When he gets in the open field, I am shocked at how quickly he can accelerate.
Yeah, exactly. Just throwing this out there. Maybe I think Luis Perez needed a blow there. Just a little quick breather after that last play. But just showing you some of the complex running game that I've talked about when it comes to the Renegades. They got end arounds, crackback blocks, condensed formations. There goes the diamond formation again. We saw down by the goal line. They put it out here in the middle of the field.
Diamond formation created by Joe Wickline when he was at Oklahoma State as the offensive line coach. Back to the ground for Day Hunter. Momo Sonogo out of Louisville makes a stop. Had nearly 300 tackles in his career that started at Ole Miss, then winded up at Louisville. A lot of mention of Ole Miss in this game.
They're a good football team, right? Think of Jackson Dart now, first-round quarterback of the New York Giants.
Here we go.
Perez looking to cash in the red zone, and they notice movement on the left side.
False start offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That goes against Ricky Lee. 24 total snaps, all on special teams in 6 games with the Carolina Panthers. 23.
Yeah, it wasn't a big jump. It was just a little flinch. And that's all you need to get the defender to jump across. That's Ricky Lee, that's the guy on that last one.
Here we go.
Arlington nursing a 5-point lead over DC. Pressure, Perez, cool and collected, and broken up at the very last second by the former first-round pick, the 2018 Thorpe Award winner, DeAndre Baker. How about them Georgia Bulldogs, Aaron?
And that's a great play by that Bulldog. He showed you why he was a former first-round pick. The ability to not only turn around, a great turn, but locate the ball and knock it away. That's textbook. Textbook. He rode the defender all the way to the sideline and was able, the offensive receiver to the sideline turns around and able to get that hand in there.
Avrasic from 42 yards out. It is up and good. So that makes it an 8-point game. Remember, a 9-point game is a 1-possession game in the United Football League because of the opportunity for that 3-point conversion.
Man, I'm just going back to that play by Baker, man. What a play. That was a big-time play because he's facing the sideline, but is able to have the ability to have that hip turn and to get in place to make the play on the football.
Well, Kurt, that's why they feel so comfortable playing as much man-to-man coverage. And yeah, they've had a couple busts and lost a couple times, but most of the time we've seen this season, these DBs are up for the challenge of those one-on-ones down the field.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of faith in those guys, knowing you're not going to get a lot of help. So they're on the island for a reason, and DeAndre Baker showing you he's okay with being on the island.
It's a first-round pick. Career got a little derailed with some off-the-field issues. Started to get things back together, but then broke his femur in a game with the Chiefs in 2021 on a non-contact play. And it's not played in the NFL since. Working the iPad. So getting all those plays, the opportunity to watch the film in real time. What would that have been like for you, Emac and Aaron, to have this technology on the sideline when you guys were?
Well, really, it's 2 things. I mean, A, you can't lie to your offensive line coach and tell him what you saw. But B, man, you can get tendencies so much faster, Aaron, and us knowing the protection and where they're trying to come from, I have to think coverage-wise, it's unreal for you.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have it in college. Obviously, you had it in the NFL. You had just the pictures, but to see real-life video, seeing the movement pre-snap, post-snap right away is invaluable for those guys.
Well, it's a battle of the top quarterbacks in the United Football League. Perez and Ta'amu doing battle, both of them over 200 yards. Ta'amu pump fake, man downfield, wide open, he lost it. That's the second time that we've seen a miscommunication between Ta'amu and Cornell Powell on a downfield shot. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this illegal use of hands to the face, number 33, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And Aaron, I think I'm going to put this one on Ta'amu. I'm put this one on the quarterback because I believe Powell, if you watch him, he's going to sail the route down here, and he sees this safety coming down. So he's trying to go more toward the corner, and I believe Ta'amu threw it toward the post. I think this one is definitely on the quarterback because he's wide open toward the corner if he gets that ball out there.
It looks like he's running an angle route, high angle, and Ta'amu's throwing a post route towards the middle of the field. So Eric's going to have to do some investigating over there to see if we can truly blame the quarterback or not.
Ta'amu pulls it from Abram Smith and slides down at the 30-yard line. So Ta'amu coming off.
Sounds like he said he's cramping.
Uh-oh.
So Mike DeLillo out of Austin P.
Yeah, he's cramping.
Take the snap.
It's warm here right now here in Arlington.
Can confirm.
Yes, it's warm. It's the cloud coverage. Don't let it deceive you. You got to still drink the fluids, and right now a little cramp, I think, for Ta'amu.
DeLillo, former FCS All-American at Austin P. Looking for Powell and nothing doing there. Caden Price was in coverage. It didn't look like this thing was even catchable, and a flag comes in late. They're going to say
Pass
that is
interference from 23 defense. Pass interference defense, number 23, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And I hate to say this as a former defender in the NFL, but I believe this is not pass interference. It's the holding, maybe, but this ball's underthrown. He does restrict Powell from coming back to the football, so it may just be the holding, but to me, that's just not a call. I keep the flag in my pocket. I don't think that the holding impeded Powell from coming back from a poorly thrown football.
That's the second PI on Caden Price. And how about Powell just...
I don't like that one.
How about taking a shot, though, with your backup quarterback as Abram Smith takes a shot. Ball is out. Renegades say they have it. They do. Davion Nixon with the recovery. Former finalist for the Outland out of Iowa. Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year in 2020. Come on now, big fella.
Yeah, but who was the guy that made the hit?
That's what I want to see.
The guy who made the hit is the guy who we've got mic'd up. Ajane Harris, here he is again, number 5, just doing his job, comes down and meets the ball carrier, Abram Smith, before he really can corral that football. So it's the hit by Harris, knocks the ball loose, and now you've got the recovery by the Renegades.
Aaron, is that not a pull 10 out of 10 times? I mean, is that just a backup quarterback going in, being afraid to pull it? Or
I mean, I go back with Kurt. That's a lot. You ask a backup quarterback to do the first couple plays of the game. You're throwing a shot down the field, then you got to read a zone right in your face. But that's a good job by 5 there, going right at the mesh point.
I want to see one of you guys try to get that football away from Nixon.
Nah, he ain't.
Come on. You guys are some big physical dudes. Try it.
Hey, it's because Zay's out, so
Put this in my locker. That's mine. Real talk.
That, yes, and no one's taking that away.
You got it. You got it, Mr.
Davion Nixon. Picked by the Panthers in 2021. Played 14 games for the Panthers in 2 years.
Kirk, are you a little shocked DC back-to-back plays here, series, not being able to take advantage and tie up this game when it's single digits?
Yeah, and look, this one is a little bit different. You see what happens when Ta'amu goes out of the game. They're trying to find the right plays, right, to hopefully get their quarterback back in the game. There's just no flow. And so to me, I would think that you would just kind of just hand it off. But guess what? They don't go under center. I would say, hey, go under center. A new quarterback, hey, let's calm it down for a little bit. But trying to go through the motions and the techniques and fundamentals of this offense, it's difficult at the time.
Press to Balaj as Arlington on the move here in the final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Let's catch up with Aaron.
And with Harris down here on the field, what did you see in that last one when you're attacking the quarterback, that mesh point? What are you looking for as a defender?
Man, I'm looking for to see who he gonna get, if he gonna get a ball off to the running back or is he gonna keep it. So it's a split decision, and I got to move fast.
You like that hat? Looks good on you.
I love this hat, man. Shout out to my guys, man. We out here working, man, trying to get this dub, man. We trying to get to the championship.
All right, keep it up. Good job. Back up to you guys.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. An 8-point lead on Arlington over DC. All the overs hitting, by the way. Keep the good times going.
Yes, sir. Fantastic. Nice job. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Now, Bob Stoops has himself a national championship. He did that very early in his run at Norman. He's got himself an XFL championship. Did that with Luis Perez after making that trade to get him from Vegas. And now he's got a team that's looking like one that can claim the UFL championship. It's the two leaders in the XFL Conference race, both 3-1. Top two from each conference will make the playoffs. 8-point lead. Perez and company trying to make it a two-possession game. Canella, what mitts from the Auburn Tiger.
Wow, what a throw. What a throw. First of all, it's really the quarterback seeing what he's going to get, knowing he's got man-to-man, and gets that ball right where it needs to be. He knows the safety's bearing down on Canella, but able to put it right where Canella can stretch his arms, grab it, and get down. That's a great jump, great throw from Luis Perez.
Well, he knew it's man-to-man with that low hole wrap player, so he's going to move him left, knowing that he's going to have man-to-man outside leverage on his tight end. Beautiful job with his eyes.
Here we go. Terrible, sit up.
Perez, pump fakes, goes back to the intended target. Complete to Deontay Burnett. Had the first touchdown of the game. One hand, 63-yarder. Come on now, maybe the play of the year.
Yeah, it's all about ball placement, man. Sometimes you just have to believe in your guys. You put it in that area, they're going to go up and get it. Whether it's Canella, whether it's Burnett. We've seen Tyler Bonds. All of these receivers do a great job for Luis Perez.
Perez in trouble, gets himself up. It's Andre Mintz and Derek Roberson there. That's a couple of the elite edge rushers in this league. Mintz out of Vandy, Roberson out of Sam Houston.
Yeah, this is a big play right here, big third down for DC. Right now, you mentioned it, it's a one-possession game. Being right now down 8 if you're DC. You don't want to allow any yards to make a field goal attempt a little easier for Arlington if they don't get it here.
Quick toss to Canella, catch number 5. Ball is out, was it down? The ruling on the field was Canella was down, and then the football came out.
It looks like Canella was down. It looks like the right elbow hits before the ball comes out. And they're just trying to get some positive yards. Canella gets up the field, and that elbow to extend, the ball pops out. But maybe enough yardage here for a much easier attempt at a field goal.
Havrasik out of Arizona has connected from 39 and 42. This from 47. And that makes it a 2-score game. So DC has had their chances. They've been close on numerous occasions, but haven't been able to get it done offensively. That's a huge response by the Renegades offense.
Well, I think right now, Eric McClain kind of give us a preview. We're looking for Jordan Ta'amu, right? He goes off to the sideline we thought was a possible cramp. Does he return on this next drive for DC? Because they don't win this game unless Ta'amu's in the game.
Yeah, and he's up, he's standing, he's jumping around, got his helmet on. This guy's coming back in the game. And just like you said kind of there, Kirk, they have got to steal momentum back. They had 2 opportunities to do that, and they were unable to. Now it's a double-digit game.
So he got to look at it. I need you to come here. No, I need him to look at it.
One thing I would say is that
he got to, hey, we can't. Hey, I need him. It's not a TV timeout. He's not on the field. He's not on the field. Come on, man. He can't do that. He
So
cannot
interim
do
head
that.
coach Shannon Harris is fired up about something. I think there was confusion about maybe going to a media timeout. But was making his displeasure known.
Coach, he said he didn't see it. That's the problem. So they got to look at it up top.
Oh, that's what he's looking at. There's a slap to the face from Marcus Minor, number 65 in blue. Now that's something, if you want, you can challenge that play. You've got to challenge remaining. That's something that Dean Blandino inside the Verizon Command Center can look at.
It's right there in the middle. A little hand fighting back and forth, and it's that last little punch by Marcus Minor.
So the kick went into the end zone in the air. That means it comes out at the 35-yard line. These rules in the UFL made to encourage returns. You take it out at the 40, the kick doesn't make it to the 20-yard line, inside that landing zone. Let's bring in Dean Blandino from the Verizon Command Center. Dean, did you have an opportunity to look at that, well, I guess maybe a punch swipe from Marcus Minor there?
Yeah, and look, had it been a closed fist punch, then we would have come in and made it a foul from the command center. But that was pushing and shoving, open hand. If Coach Harris wanted to challenge that, okay, but we're really looking for something, a closed fist punch to get involved from the command center on that.
Yeah, Dean, I would ask you one more thing. Does that ball have to go through the uprights first, or what considers a post-kick penalty versus a in-the-play penalty?
That would be considered after the play. We wouldn't get into technically where the ball was. That's kick is away, everything's done, and now we've got a post-possession, post-whistle, post-play foul that would be enforced as a dead ball penalty.
Thank you so much, team. Appreciate it as always.
You got it.
So Ta'amu back in the game. We saw him go to the sideline. Last drive for DC. Mike DeLillo came in. Jane Harris forced the fumble. That was him that tried to put the big pop on Roland a moment ago, but Roland was able to stay up. Harris has been everywhere for the Arlington defense. Ta'amu eludes the pressure, throws on the run, and caught at the 40-yard line by Javon Antonio.
It's a nice job again there by Ta'amu. He sees the rush, he gets underneath, gets to the outside, and allows Antonio to just work his route, right? Just keep going, keep staying available for your quarterback. I love how he comes back to the football, too. Comes back to the ball, show hands, and Ta'amu hits him right there.
Third and one, some miscommunication and confusion. That leads to DC calling for the out-of-make-it situation. 3rd and 1 coming up for Shannon Harris and the DC Defenders. Coming up on ABC, it's Game 4 between the Lakers and Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. Minnesota trying to take a 3-1 lead in that series coming up on ABC. Shannon Harris is still a little hot that the fisticuff punch swat was not called on Marcus Minor on that field goal attempt. But here's the deal. He's got a challenge. If he really wants that to be reviewed, use your challenge and review it.
Yeah, but the only thing is, that's why I wanted to ask Dean to clarify that the kick was already away. So the 5-yard penalty would only have pushed the kick back 5 yards. You know what I mean? So are you gaining much from that?
And it was the kick that went into the end zone. So Abram Smith here in DC were able to start at the 35.
Correct.
Fantastic field position for the defenders. This is the best rivalry in the UFL.
Report again. Here we go.
Hey, let's go. Same play. Let's go. 26 power, extra.
They're going right at it again. Same thing, the Rhino package. Going to the right.
DC needs one. Jackson gets one. Almost breaks free, and he was sniffing the end zone if he did. Donald Payne made the stop. But job well done by the Duke Blue Devil, Deion Jackson.
Yeah, Jamal Carter had an opportunity. He came off the edge, number 22, but he didn't wrap up. He just tried to get a shoulder in there and cause a pile. Watch 22 off the edge. He doesn't wrap up, just tries to put the shoulder in there. Able to bounce off is Jackson.
Yeah, Payne does not miss tackles. We know that much. Ta'amu improvising and will throw it away. Got popped by Willie Taylor III. That's how we roll here in the United Football League.
Yeah, this is a perfectly legal hit, too. Watch the 2 steps after, 1, 2. That's a little love tap. Let you know I'm here, okay? I know Tom was looking for a penalty, but that's a nice job of hustling. Get 2 steps, and that's a nice job there by Taylor. Finishing the play.
Ready, to go.
2nd and 10. Jackson with the crease, the hurdle, up and over. I mean, if your mom was a track and field star at Miami, you're expected to do something like that. How about it from Deion Jackson?
Oh, man, look at this. Oh, yeah. He's trying to join the Olympics soon with that hurdle.
Antonio wrapped up at the 10. That is good DNA right there from Deion Jackson. Thank you, Mom.
Look at that downhill run, though. Just the acceleration through the to get up and have the ability to jump over Miles Dorn, number 46 for Arlington. That's explosion right there. That's from all those deadlifts, right, Eric McLean?
Come on, you need it.
To Amu, to Roland, 2-yard line.
Oh, good spot. Thank you. Here you go.
Rhino, hack, Rhino, hack, lady, Rhino, hack, lady.
So the Rhino, that gets the extra offensive lineman in to play tight end. Got a big boy in the backfield as well, so which way do they go with the Rhino package?
54. Hey, back it. Ready, to go.
Jackson, Tamu with the kick, and he is in. When the defenders need it, their star quarterback delivers.
What a job there. That's the quarterback doing what he does best. Watch Jahari Branch, though. He's the guard who plays guard, but he's playing fullback. And nobody wants to get in the way of the 6'2", 314-pound. Watch Big 56 right here. Nobody wants to even touch him. Everybody's swimming and moving out of the way. Tahamu just runs right behind him because nobody wants to go and take him on the line of scrimmage.
2nd rush touchdown for Ta'amu this season. And DC lining up for the 5-yard line. This is a 2-point attempt to make it a 3-point game.
Get that out there. Ready, to go.
Looking for 2. Found it in the hands of Javon Antonio. Fighting for the lead in the XFL Conference race. And this is going to go down to the wire. Living up to the hype as the game of the year in the United Football League.
Yeah, he's just finding ways to look guys off, throw it up, allow Antonio to go make the play. This is what you got to do if you're DC to get back in this football game. Coach Harris and his guys ready to go. DC, are you with me?
Enjoy this opportunity. Enjoy this with each other. Enjoy it as an individual that we get to go play out in front of a great home crowd. Hey, have each other's backs. That's all that matters. God put us here for a very specific reason. I'm talking about everything. The point where we are in our season right now, okay? It's up to us to change it. We all good? Love y'all so much, all right?
Coach Pardee getting his Brahmas offense ready to go to take on Houston. That follows us right here on ESPN, but we ain't done it yet. Lowell Galindo, Kirk Morrison, Aaron Murray, Eric McLean, and Aaron Dolan with you from Choctaw Stadium, the UFL hub of Arlington, Texas. Top 2 teams in the UFL living up to the hype. Renegades led by 15 after the Davion Smith touchdown. It's now a 3-point game. Balaj tripped up just north of the 25. Coming on air, we told you our top picks. I had Roland going over. Barely over. Kirk, you nailed it with Ta'amu on the ground. Aaron,
whoa.
Come on now.
This is the wrong
Come
bet. I had
on
over 3.5 catches was my bet. This is the wrong graphic.
Shakedown.
Someone ruined my graphic here. 3.5 catches, not the yards.
Eric looking good. Aaron also hits with the over onto Abu rushing attempts. So good day for most of us, except Mr. Bullo himself. 7 minutes left for the Spring King. Perez, excuse me. And that was almost a disaster in slow motion there as he got it to Balaj. A double clutch.
Pressure.
Arlington has certainly opened the door here for DC.
Yeah. They're just blitzing and blitzing.
Right down the middle of the field, tight end, cover 2, wide open for the over. For the over. He was there. I'm screaming down here on the field. 80's open.
Hey, you already got an autograph book, man. You're coming out ahead.
Box it. Let's go.
Closest the game has been since the very beginning of the game. There's Burnett. And Burnett is going to be very close to a first down. Looks like he got it, but barely.
Yeah, nice job of the feel for the zone, though. Burnett realizing that it's zone, turns around and just hooks up with his quarterback. Didn't take the route up the field, but just turns around. That's how he got the positive yards and able to move the chains.
Yeah, they are signaling for the first down. Chains are moving. So fresh set here for Luis Perez.
Duck left A, Ali 5, F liner, Z4. Something ready? Duck left A. Hey, you got the liner. Just stay there, run a line. Right there.
He was the MVP of the XFL Championship game when these two programs met 2 years ago.
I thought they already had a huge challenge, no?
And a stoppage.
He's challenging the spot.
Now Shannon Harris will use his challenge on the spot of the ball.
No timeout.
He was going to check the spot, but I told him he had to be where he touched that. He thought it was where he was down.
Okay.
Hey, Cole, we got to get this back to 10. I don't.
Play clock operator, please reset the game clock to 10 seconds. The play clock to 10 seconds.
Straight. It's where he's touched, and he's not touched till he makes the line of game.
Play
It's not the
clock to 10
college rule.
seconds, please.
Here we go. At 10? Okay, so I got time.
Yeah, as soon as the knee or shin is down.
Stand by.
No, we got 10 seconds. We're good.
There's no challenge. There's no challenge.
Here we go.
So no challenge on that play from Shannon Harris. Play clock reset at 10 seconds. Balaj going right, going left. It looked like there could have been a face mask. And negative yards there with Joe Wallace on the stop out of Sam Houston State.
Yeah, it looked like a face mask initially, but it was just Joe Wallace fighting through an offensive line and just wrapping it up. Kalen Balaj, just watched 99 just come out of the fray.
That was all his shoulder pad. Just a big, strong dude right there.
He's just manhandling people over there.
It's Balaj and a little guy, 222. 5 minutes left. Sidestep for Balaj. Lost it. DC thinks they have it. Kalen Balaj lost the Louis. And DC pounces on it. Game changer. Niles Scott comes up with it.
Hey, Nijo, Dean, let's go.
Yeah, that's a fumble. I believe it was Niles Scott who may have been the one that got a hand in there. It was his attempted tackle of Balaj that resulted in the fumble. Right in the middle of your screen. Watch 90 come back. It was the fumble by 90. That's right. Niles Scott gets in there, number 90. He gets the left hand in there, so he gets the double. He gets the force of the fumble, and he's able to recover it.
Two guys with NFL experience going head-to-head. Scott making it now a very frustrating moment for Kalen Balaj, and he has been nails this game. 69 rushing yards and a touchdown. Chance for Abram Smith. Dropped by Donald Payne.
Wow, what a change of events right there. Kalen Balaj just going through the traffic. not hold on the ball is careful enough. Scott gets the hand in there. It's recovered, and now can DC, what we've talked about all game long, right, Eric McLean, can they capitalize on the opportunities that they are given from Arlington?
Well, no one in the league is better. 24 points off turnovers this season. That leads the United Football League. To Amu. Deep drop back. Downfield rolling. Picked off. Another one for Jay Harris. He saved the day for the Renegades last week and may have done it again. The USC great had the 102-yard pick six against St. Louis with a game on the line last week and does it again.
Jay Harris, watch, he baits the quarterback. He baited Ta'amu to make this throw, and it's underthrown, and he's able to cut that ball off. There's a reason why. He knew where he had to get, knew his speed, and he knew the rolling speed in front of him. Baited Ta'amu to throw that ball and was able to go up and go grab it right down the seam.
What a stupid stat on Harris. That's 11 interceptions since the start of last season.
Wow.
They play a 10-game schedule in the United Football League.
I mean, Aaron Murray, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought he baited Ta'amu to make that throw. He's got a wide open seam, and he cut it right underneath.
Oh, he had eyes on the quarterback the whole time, it looked like, just waiting, seeing, feeling that receiver. And I will be interested if Ta'amu threw that further down the field, would he have been able to make a play? But still, tremendous job of just kind of forcing the quarterback to throw it exactly where he wanted him to throw the football.
Yeah, the great eyes. He had the eyes back. The quarterback the entire time.
That's your midseason UFL Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, without a doubt. Now leading the UFL in interceptions. We're not surprised on the play of Jay Harris.
3.5 left for the Spring King. Canella hit in the backfield and is wrapped up and brought down by Kelvin Joseph.
Still plenty of time left. Plenty of time.
All right, we're here with the new Spring King right now on defensive side of the football. Did you bait him there? What did you see?
Man, I seen the ball in the air, man. I had to go make a play. Simple as that.
Yeah, but when the route concept, though, did you kind of feel that he'd be running that eyes on the quarterback, kind of saying, hey, throw this football, I'm going to go get it?
Man, 12, a good receiver. You know, I'm just over there doing my job, man. Coaches taught us to play outside and that because I had inside help, and that's what I did. You know, I seen the ball in the air, made a play on it.
Big players, big plays at big times. Good job, man.
And case in point with DC. That's Niles Scott with another huge play. Had that forced fumble, comes up with the sack to force the fourth down.
I love this by Niles Scott again. He's just, I told you, manhandling guys up front. He's getting double, triple team, but fighting all the way through to get to the quarterback. Watch my guy here. He's going to fight here, and still find his way to the quarterback. It's just a nice job by Niles Scott. Just fighting. See, he's going through one guy, the two guys. Relentless, just getting to the quarterback and finishing.
Marquette King gets it off. Chance for Rowland. There is a flag down. Backward King booted it. Rowland stopped the 46. 2 flags down. Marquette King signaling
5-yard
like
penalty
this will be
only
against DC.
So does he want? He doesn't want it, right?
The way it's over here.
Running into the kicker. Receiving team number 8. That penalty is declined. 1st and 10, Arlington. 1st and 10, DC.
Okay, there we go.
1st and 10, DC.
So running into the key word and phrase, not roughing. So if accepted, it would have been a 4th and 13.
But you still give another opportunity to punt the ball to Rowland. I don't know if I like those, like that situation for Arlington.
Tread lightly.
Marquette. Won't re-kick. Not one. Where's the ball at?
Joe, where's the end of the run?
So
Right
Stoops
there is the
still
50.
hasn't decided if he wants
We're
to
going to
re-kick.
re-kick, 5-yard
So he wants to re-kick, so he will re-kick. So maybe he gets a better kick.
Arlington has chosen to accept the 5-yard penalty for running into the kicker. We will replay 4th down.
So he will give Chris Rowland another opportunity.
King has a bomb for a leg, so he can certainly get field position.
That's what you're banking on here. You're banking that Marquette King's gonna bang this ball all the way down, hopefully inside the 20-yard line.
No,
and give your defense a long, long field for DC to have to operate.
But Chris Rowland, 2019, had a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, a punt and kick return for scores. So he is as versatile as a threat as you will find in the UFL. Another attempt for King. Gets it away clean, much better, end over end. Rowland's going to field it at the 40. This is actually going to work out better for DC to the 45. You were right, Kurt.
But 2-minute warning.
Kalen Balaj copped it up. Niles Scott got it for DC. But then the underthrow. Harris comes up with the INT. Another huge sack by Scott forces the punt, and DC has a chance to tie or win.
Right here, guys. Win the game right here. Take these guys' will, man. Put the ball in the hole right here. Hey, run out of it, Browley. Run out of it, Browley.
The best rivalry in the United Football League. The interim head coach and the defenders urging his team to finish. DC is down by 3. All-time series knotted up in 2 wins apiece. Arlington got the 2023 XFL title. 3 regular season games decided by 1 or 2 points.
Bigger squirrel.
2 timeouts and a challenge remaining for Jordan Ta'amu and DC.
Ready, they go.
Quick toss to Rowland. Out of bounds. Stop the clock. Frank Keiss calling the plays.
Turbo doing the same play again, but same play. Let's tick him and go 22 lock, stick.
Turbo. Here we go. Same thing. Take 22 lock. Here we go. Ready, to go.
To the ground. Jackson swallowed up.
Fred.
Timeout Arlington.
So Bob Stoops calling for the timeout.
Spread left. 72, double one under.
Spread left.
Spread
left. 72, double one under, alert height.
Why would Bob Stoops call timeout there? I would love to understand that.
Spread left tight.
I would call the timeout after the third down play. You've got a third down play coming up.
Spread left. You got 72, double one under, alert height.
Call the timeout after they show what they're doing offensively, so they have to change their play down.
Higher to the left.
Don't give them time to game plan.
You got level. Alert height.
Hey, come here. Hold over here. Hey. Here we go. Hey. Spread left. Come on. On the double. Spread left. 72. Double one under. Alert high on the double. Ready? Here we go.
All right, big down here, 3rd and 5. Remember, a field goal still ties it, but you want to get this thing in the end zone.
Hey, Wendy's.
Highest scoring game in the UFL this season.
Ready, to go.
4-man pressure, complete. The forearm, and the first down and more.
Spread.
Braylon
Lady.
Showing
Spread
some
right,
big boy
lady.
football.
Let's go. Got 13 on the field. Spread. Lady. Snap the ball or something. They got 13 on the field. Snap it.
Take go.
Pop pass to Rowland. Flags are down to the 10-yard line. You heard the communication about too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So that's the unique nature of the headset communication in the United Football League. it does not shut off. Fred Keist can talk to his quarterback throughout the play.
Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13. That's too many men on the field. Yeah, that's too many.
Was that Keist telling his quarterback,
yeah,
get the play off?
And you remember, it's the one call, right? Lady. That's the call that everybody gets on the ball, and you know what you're running right away. So the one-word calls here.
So declining the penalty to make it 2nd and 1. DC was down by 15 points after Davion Smith found the end zone for the Renegades to make it 27-12.
With the 2 timeouts now, you're really thinking, how do I not only run some clock because you don't want them to get the ball back, but still be aggressive enough to score the touchdown.
Spread left, double 72, double 1 under. Spread left, 72, double 1 under. We got points, Jordan. We got a field goal, so we don't have to force it.
Harris is on rolling in the slot on the right side of the formation.
I love that last point by Coach Keist there. Hey, we've already got a field goal. Don't force it, throw it away if it's not there initially.
Ta'amu looking end zone! Overthrown. J-Don Mickens looked like he had a step.
He's just looking at the formation, looking at the personnel group.
Lady, bunch left, lady. Hey, Roger. I don't want it to single receiver side. Roger.
Jackson, the running back. Ta'amu with the carry, first down, and brought down before finding the end zone. He's going to set up a first and goal
Let's
to the 2.
go Rhino, coach. We go Rhino, hack, lady.
So we already know they get to that Rhino, then that hack.
Take your time.
And that lady call is just giving it to Ta'amu. He knows what he wants to do down here. Now they've got some extra beef in front of him. And who do you trust more if you're the DC defenders on offense? It's my quarterback with the ball in his hands.
Head formation for Ta'amu. Jackson, end zone. DC has stormed all the way back.
3, we only need 1.
I'm looking at this Arlington defense, and they're assuming the same thing that I'm looking at. Watch all of the defenders just look at the quarterback. You've got 3 defenders who are ready to tackle Ta'amu, and Jackson scoots right into the end zone.
Perfect opportunity for the Duke Blue Devil to come up with his first touchdown of the year, going for the 1-point conversion from the 2-yard line. Ta'amu gets the edge, strolling into the end zone, and that makes it a 5-point game. Check that 4-point game with a 1-point conversion. So a field goal does nothing now in the final 57 seconds for Arlington.
Wow, what a drive. What a drive. But remember, it goes back to the re-punt from Coach Stoops. Deciding to punt that football again after the penalty. They took over on the 45-yard line of Arlington. So they only had to go 45 yards, and they did just that, getting into the end zone with Jackson.
Yes, sir! Yeah! Thank you, Jesus.
And it's a 2-point conversion. They did the 1-point conversion.
1 remaining timeout.
They did the opposite, right? So to get into the end zone, they handed it off, right? Ta'amu handed it to Jackson when everybody converged on Ta'amu. For the 1-point conversion, he faked to Jackson. Everybody converged on Jackson, and Ta'amu strolls in for the 1-point conversion.
57 seconds left Now this is a mistake you want to avoid because that means Arlington gets the football on the 35-yard line since it went into the end zone in the air.
You got it. We have one timeout. Need a touchdown.
All right, boys. Hey, let's go, boys. Hey, get in here. Hey, we're going to go triple right. 63. Bounce. X bend. On turn, ready? You got flat.
57 seconds left. One timeout remaining for Luis Perez. Two teams at 3-1, the best records in the UFL. Perez underthrown. Calvin Joseph out of Kentucky making the play.
Oh, I love the bracket right there. They had a bracket on Canella. So you have the tight end running the seam route and then goes to the out. Joseph underneath, safety over the top.
Hey, we're going to go triple right. We're going to do the same exact play. Bounce, I checked it. 63 bounce. On triple, ready? 63.
Chuck Long, former head coach at San Diego State. Trying to call up a winner for Perez. 53 seconds left. Perez feels the pressure and is dropped. The best team at getting to the quarterback in the UFL. Tells it again, Joe Wallace.
Hey, gotta go.
Triple right, Cobra, triple. Cobra, 63. Cobra.
In a timeout now, but it seems like a lot of
Third
time.
and final charge timeout, Arlington. Please reset the game clock to 35 seconds.
A lot of time ran off the clock before deciding to call that time.
Well, that's what happens when you get sacked. In these situations, you can't take the sack, right, Aaron? Like, you take the sack, now you got receivers coming all the way back. Everybody's getting up, and now you're trying to, it's just chaos.
Yeah, you can't take the sack, but also as a head coach, you have to know, hey, if my quarterback does take a sack, I got to be ready to take that timeout.
Correct.
I mean, 15 seconds went off the clock.
And how valuable was that timeout in the previous series, right? They took the timeout early, and I'm saying, wait just a little bit. You've got the lead. Put the pressure on them to have to go out and score. I thought you could have preserved that timeout and have two right here available to you.
Yeah, not good clock management by Coach Stoops here the last 2 minutes of the game on either side with the timeouts.
Yeah, 0 timeouts left.
Here we go, let's go.
Highest scoring game in the UFL this season. Perez, the most sacked quarterback in the league, has gone down 4 times. Downfield, open, complete, tippy toe, Javonte Payton.
ATL. Yeah, out of bounds.
ATL.
You can go. The line if you want.
ATL, triple ATL. Let's go. Over here, Danny, over here.
If I'm Blake Williams, I'm furious right now. There's no way you can get beat deep. There's no way that somebody can get behind you.
Hey. 62, let's go. Double move.
Four-man rush. Perez directing traffic. A little pump fake. He gets his man on the deck. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. Smartly, safely getting out of bounds.
Nah, we're not out of bounds. We're good.
Watch running.
ATL. At the line, let's go at the line. At the line, ATL, let's go.
Right his name, right? Nemo Uno.
Over here, Daddy. Here we go. Service, another. Hey, 62. Service, another.
High snap. Perez pressured. Canella lost it. We've seen that twice from DC, and it looked like there was an opportunity there for Sal Canella. Miscommunication.
Yeah, because it was Deontay Anderson, number 9, came down on a late sort of robber in front of Canella. Canella was going to run an inside route, but when Anderson jumps in front of him, Canella had to convert that route, and that's where the miscommunication was.
Let's go search. Dixie right, 63. D-hammer search. Also ready?
Shane Maxwell.
Gotta go. Hammer.
Absolute beast out of Chattanooga with the pressure from the inside.
Watching these safeties are playing some games.
Sideline contested catch. just got mossed. Tyler Vaughn's doing the damage.
So at some point, you got to go to the end zone. And there's Blake Williams, the defensive coordinator for DC, telling his guys, hey, back up. These safeties are not going to allow anything behind them. So everything in front of you, you want them to catch and keep the clock rolling.
Cannot take a sack. Perez, end zone, picked off, ball game. Josh Proctor puts a nail in the coffin on the biggest comeback in the young history of the United Football League. That's how the Buckeyes roll.
Hey, you can't review that? Hey, you can't review that? He's holding the camera.
I just talked about those safeties. Those safeties are playing some mind games on Luis Perez. They were showing too high, then they came down later to show some cover 3. But once they got inside that red zone, it was all about the too high. And Perez wants pass interference on Canella.
That's the thing. With the sack, you had to take the timeout.
Yes.
And when you used the last timeout, you lost the ability to challenge. Now, this becomes a little more interesting with the ball now at the 1-yard line. So Dean Blandino in the Verizon Command Center is taking a look at the spot of the football after that interception.
Touchback, 25.
I'll just stay with you.
No, if it's where his second foot is after the interception. So because his second foot is in the end zone, it is a touchback.
At the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 DC.
So that will now set up the victory formation for Jordan Ta'amu and the DC Defenders. It was a struggle a year ago, but they have turned around their fortunes awfully quick and now moving to 4-1, the outright leaders in the XFL Conference. That's the best United Football League. Can we say they are now the favorites, Kirk, to win it all?
I mean, at 4-1 right now on the top, like you mentioned, I would definitely put them here. Quarterback, the #1 defense, and a head coach who's, let's pull the interim tag off of Shannon Harris. He's showing that he's the coach of DC, and they are for real, Lo.
Ta'amu goes for 300 in the air and back-to-back. The biggest comeback in UFL history is in the books. Arlington led by 15, but no quit from Ta'amu and company. DC moves to 4-1, the team to beat in the UFL. For our entire crew, I'm Lo Galindo. Thanks so much for watching. Now down to Roy Philpott in San Antonio.